show us how it's
Look,
done?
anytime.
Yeah. Hey, don't spit on my boot! Just a second here. I'm applying a tattoo for good luck today. Da-da-da-da.
That's a mystery box. There are no visible openings on it, but it will open.
Do you feel lucky?
Well, do you, punk?
I would like to sell them and what's over there.
Oh, Scott, you got a whole army over here.
You've got a bunch. Whoa, biggest, best Red Indian sign I've seen.
I've been offered 10 grand for it.
I'm Scott Cousins,
I'm Sheldon Smithens.
and we're pickers.
See that fork in the road? Take it. We travel all over Canada.
Looking for hidden gems in basements, attics, and barns. For me, it's all about the thrill of the hunt. Oh man, we might have hit the mother lode here. I like to move fast. I can always find something we can make a profit on.
I thought I'd seen it all, Scott. I'm looking for that one-of-a-kind item that has its own story to tell. Just like the people we meet, every story is different. It's not junk to us. I love Nova Scotia.
It's great to be back. And there's always some interesting things we don't see out west.
Going to the southern tip of Nova Scotia, Barrington Passage. We're going to see a guy called Mike and his wife, Deanna. You're going to like Mike. He's got some oil and gas stuff, a little advertising.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
What kind of advertising?
A little bit of red ending.
Seriously?
You're going to like this one. So we're in a real seafaring part of the world here, and they have all sorts of superstitions on board a ship.
There's superstitions everywhere, but sailors seem to be way worse than other people.
I always like the one, you're never supposed to bring a woman aboard.
See, that's just bad judgment. You got 200 guys on a ship going to sea for 8 months. You either got to bring a lot of women or no women.
So I wonder what was good luck. I think you were supposed to spit into the sea just before you went off on a voyage.
All the sailors you ever read about in the stories always had tattoos. So I'm assuming that was probably good luck. But pickers aren't superstitious.
You played enough hockey, you must have had a few superstitions.
I was never superstitious.
You must have, you won a game or you had a great game and scored 3 goals.
If I scored 3 goals with a stick, I would use the same stick the next game.
Ah, there we go. Superstitious.
Not superstitious, it's just that whatever worked, you keep going till it doesn't work anymore, then you move on.
Well, if we hit a home run today, we've got to try and duplicate it the next pick.
Well, just for you, if we have a good pick today, I'll try and figure out some way to do the old hockey thing of not changing something. See if it works 2 days in a row.
Okay. Look at that place set
Oh,
back.
look at that. That's got to be it right there.
Yeah.
Look at a little Chevy, too.
Wow. This could be good.
Really good.
Hey.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. Are you Mike?
I'm Mike.
I'm Sheldon.
Scott.
Scott. And this is Deanna.
Hi, Deanna.
Hi.
We heard you got some stuff.
I've got a little bit, yes.
You've got a house here?
Yes, and a house here.
Oh, you own that one, too?
I own that one too. And I've got a little building over behind the other house.
And how did you get into it?
Just like old things, and I started about 25 years ago. I like unusual things, advertising, memorabilia. I guess just to keep the past alive, and I just enjoy old items.
You a collector, Deanna?
I just love it.
Yeah?
All of it.
We got to separate you two then because it's going to be hard to buy anything.
Oh, you never know.
Where do you want to start first?
I guess we might as well start in this house here.
Perfect, let's go.
Sure.
So what year is it from?
1825 it was built.
Wouldn't have thought it was that old.
Yeah, it's in pretty good shape.
I get the same figure as him.
That's an interesting cash register.
Would be late 1800s,
Yeah.
you'd think.
And it does work.
Hey, it's got money in it.
And hopefully before the day is over, have more money in it.
Yeah, this one actually made some serious sales because it went up to $25.
Yes.
Yeah.
Probably a furniture store, right?
Got a nice little piece that we
Tell you why it's so
we both
unusual.
enjoy.
Wood is unusual, and then inlaid. I don't know that I've ever seen an inlaid cash register.
Yeah.
Would you part with that?
Gee, I'd have to think about that.
Yeah.
So there's a few things upstairs here.
Nice old showcase.
He's got a couple of showcases stacked one on the other. Are you accumulating them because you're starting a store?
Yeah, they're just a little bit big for the room that I have.
Oh.
Right.
I love the looks of them, but they're large.
I think the showcase is about from 1910-ish. This one, quarter sawn oak. This one's a little bit different in terms of the wood.
Mm-hmm.
That's your more traditional one that you see.
Yeah. but the painting is a bit of a problem. What do you want out of this one, Mike? Throw us out a...
Boy. That was a couple $100, Sam.
Sounds too much.
Yeah, I knew
If
that
the
was gonna
truth be
happen.
known,
Yeah.
how does $50 sound?
$50 Sam, yeah. Right
Sounds
on.
too little, right?
That sounds too low, yeah.
What would be the most we pay for this?
$100.
About $100,
$100.
exactly.
That's the most we'd pay in this condition.
Well, let's do a deal at $100.
All right.
Done.
Thank you.
Yeah.
$100.
That
Are
was
you
like-
happy with that or not? You don't look very happy.
Deanna doesn't seem very motivated to part with things.
Normally, the wife wants the guy to get rid of the stuff, but he doesn't want to get rid of it. A little different here.
Go over to my place I call my doghouse, eh? It's just next door here.
I'm intrigued.
A small building is called the doghouse.
It's a special place for Mike and his friends.
If I just want to get out of my main house for a few minutes or an hour to relax, well, I
You
come
mean
to my
if
doghouse.
somebody wants you out?
Yeah, that's happened a few
Yes,
times,
yes.
I guess.
I like your Texaco sign.
Well, thank you.
May I?
Go on
Help
in,
yourself.
Oh, I love the doghouse. The doghouse is a good place to hang out. And there's a few good bits in here. What about Roots?
Route service is a service of cars in England. That sign came from England.
It's kind of an
It's
eye-catcher.
old, yeah. Route
Yeah, it's probably
service, route
40s,
service
50s, for
Right.
sure.
has been around for a long time in
Yeah.
England. Yes.
Would you part with that?
So yes, I would part with that.
What would you need out of it?
Probably 175,
That's not astronomical. How about 150?
150. Well, if you're offering 150, I guess we'll do a deal on 150.
Great.
How's that? Thank you very much.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
So what's the story on the bike?
Old Sports Roadster. I just picked that up here a few weeks ago, actually.
So you're not attached to it.
No, not really.
What would you say, Sheldon? This thing dates from the 50s?
Yep.
Sheldon and I try to buy every bike we find if it's a man's bike because they're a lot rarer than female bikes. What would
Okay.
you need out of a bike like that?
Oh, how does 1 1/4 sound?
Shell?
How does 75 sound?
75. Yeah.
We got to get a new tire
Yeah.
on there. Let's
Yeah.
just start beating it up.
And black
Yeah.
is really not Scott's color.
yeah,
just-
see, it's summer, right? You should
Yeah.
be wearing white in summer and black
Right.
in fall.
Yeah.
Do you have anything in a red?
So how much did you say?
He said
75.
75. Well, let's do a deal at 75 then.
Oh,
Right.
done.
Okay, done.
Thank you. Well, I want to take a look at that Texaco sign you got out there. Let's go take a look at that.
Okay.
You got a nice old dealer sign here.
Yeah.
It's an early one because it's got the green tee. Green was not on there later in time. It's because they changed it just to black at one point in time. It's been
Right.
shot up a bit.
Yeah.
What's the other side like?
There we go. That's not bad.
Stand right there and then give me a
Yeah.
price.
My neighbors growl at me because when the wind blows, it makes it squeak.
Well, let's make him not growl at you. What do you want for it?
Oh, gosh. I know you're going to beat me up.
Well, I'm going to send him in.
Is that right? Yeah.
See, I'm wearing the black hat. I'm the bad picker.
Yeah, right on. We'll start off with you guys. What you going to offer me here this time? And we'll go from there.
I always like you to make the first
Yeah,
offer.
I know you do. Put a little pressure on them instead of putting all the pressure on me at the first. Your turn.
Gosh, that's a tough one. I think if it was mint, I think it'd be probably 1,500 if it was mint.
Yes.
In this condition, the retail on it, probably 500-600.
So what are you saying then?
What do you got into it?
what
Let's
am I-
work from
what
there.
am I getting
Let's
into?
work from there. What would you need to make it go away?
657, you're thinking?
No, I couldn't pay that much
No.
for it. That's what I'd sell it.
That's what you sell it for.
Yeah, $400 is sort of where I'm thinking.
Yeah, 450. 450 is yours, guys.
What do you think?
Deal.
Done.
Wow. Okay.
Well, we got a guy that likes Texaco and he might want
Exactly. I know he's going to want that.
Right.
Yeah.
The neighbor is going to be very happy that the squeaking is gone.
So if this was the doghouse, I'm guessing you got some other place with better stuff.
We'll go over to my house.
The house is naturally where the better things are. I'm hoping we strike some gold, find that major item.
Oh, you got some stuff. Where to look first? That China Halifax tea
That's my
cool
most
one.
favorite tin, by the way, guys.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right
because
off the bat.
it's by far the best one there.
1892 to 1893, China to Halifax.
This is an extraordinary tin here. The era is great. It's probably an English tin. Yeah, London. In great condition. What I like is that, SS Aberdeen, and that, CP Rail.
Right.
You've got the crossover with the shipping and the CP. That's a good tin. I'm taking you're not selling that.
I'd make an offer, you know, if
Wow, that's such a tough call. That is a killer tin. I'd love to own that. What do you think it's worth?
no, you go ahead.
This kind of tin I'd probably offer 250 to 300 on.
I was thinking like 750.
It's a killer. So now I've given you all the information I
We'll
can.
just put it right back on the shelf.
If Mike wants to sell something, he quotes us a very fair price. If Mike doesn't want to sell something, he prices it through the roof, and that's his way of saying, nope, it's not for sale.
That's kind of my baby, that one, yeah.
Do you want to part with the Anarcho boy?
He is good, isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
This is something that they made to distribute to dealerships.
Oh, yes.
This isn't just some guy in his backyard making it.
He's great.
What would the stupid number be to walk away with this?
Oh, boy. A stupid number, eh?
We happen to have an Anarcho guy.
Mm-hmm. Well, to me, it'd be worth $2,500.
I was hoping Mike was gonna say $1,500, but when he said $2,500, I was still gonna snap it up until I saw Deanna's face drop. I'm not worried about the number.
Yeah.
I'm more worried about whether or not you guys are gonna regret selling it if we
Yeah.
say yes.
I think so. I didn't want to see it leave.
I'm not gonna buy that sign if it's gonna cause marital problems. We can always find another sign. Ooh, I like the car. Oh, I love the car. Beautiful little Chevy 2 Nova SS. That was one of my favorite cars growing up. That is a chick magnet.
Yes, it is.
And if you were an 18-year-old guy, life was your oyster.
Sad news for you. Neither of us are 18-year-old
I know.
guys.
Well, I'll get some more
Oh,
this
you got
way,
more
guys.
stuff over there, yeah. This is a man cave. Whoa, there's a big one. Walk around the corner, and there's the biggest, best Red Indian sign I've seen. Look at that.
Cherry, cherry, cherry.
It's in great shape because it have a bullet hole to be seen on it.
The other side's the same.
Is it?
It's two-sided, yeah.
Oh, man.
I was hoping that it would be a big wow, and it happened.
How much?
How much? I've been offered 10 grand for it.
My heart just sinks. 10 grand and you turned it down?
I turned it down, yeah.
I know it's worth 10 grand. I'm just not sure it's worth any more than that. See, that's top nut because he mints 5,000 aside. Mint.
Yeah, that's mint. It's awesome.
It's awesome. There's absolutely no question about it. But we still got to make money. Ideally, I'd like to buy it for 7,500, flip it for 9 grand, and make a quick 1,500 and be done with it.
Personally, I want to find it in the barn and offer the guy 1,000.
But here's the problem: you're never going to find one
Not now.
this good in a barn.
And you won't find that many in a guy's collection that good either. I know that.
No, it's a killer. There's no question about it. I mean, you've already turned down 10 grand. Well, let's sit down and talk about this.
Have a cold one?
Perfect. Cheers.
Cheers.
Bottom line, on the double-sided Red Indian, we would want to buy that sign normally for 6,000 to 7,500. You're in a different kettle of fish when somebody's already offered you 10.
Yes.
But we could go 10, we couldn't go any more. And he doesn't want me going 10.
Yeah.
It's that simple.
Yeah. Well, gentlemen, I guess you got a deal. Done.
Done. Excellent. I'm happy about that.
Done.
I didn't think it was going to happen. We got a bunch of really good things, but the creme de la creme was the Red Indian sign. That made our day.
My heart always beats really fast when we buy a great item, so thank you both.
Well, thank
Yeah.
you, too.
Scott's happy, I'm happy. Our lucky day. I never get service. Now I got my own service department. I would think we'd get $250 out of it, maybe more in an auction sale.
This thing is going to be really good in the warehouse.
You can always use a showcase in our business.
Man, this is the best Red Indian sign. Hopefully we'll make a couple grand at least. Well, Mike, thanks, that was great.
Thank you.
Deanna,
Thank
it was
you.
great.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thanks.
And,
Everything.
You guys are so hospitable, and you have great stuff.
Yeah.
Any places that we should be going to around here?
well, I've got a buddy a couple kilometers away. His name is Sharon.
Would Sharon have some stuff to sell us?
I know he would, and he's got some very interesting items.
Oh, perfect.
All right.
Well, you got my email. Give him a call, text me, and then we'll drop in and see him.
Okay, well, thank you very
Thanks
much.
again.
Thank you.
Safe drive.
The most pressure for Mike was definitely with the Red Indian. But they were more than fair.
The day was great. I had a great day with everybody.
Well, that was fun,
Always love getting the best thing in a guy's place.
and that's the best thing we bought in a long time. Let's not change a thing.
I'll wear my lucky shirt.
You drive, same hats. Let's keep it all consistent.
I'm changing my underwear, though.
Go
You
right
can-
ahead.
You can keep yours on.
Another beautiful day in Nova Scotia.
Absolutely, it is fabulous today.
Are you feeling lucky? Yeah,
Got my lucky shirt.
Yeah, I see you wore your same shirt, same hat. You know, around here, sailors used to wear tattoos.
Well, they didn't wear them. They had them inked into them. You wear a shirt. A tattoo's part of your body.
Technicality.
What the hell are you doing?
I'm applying a tattoo
Oh
for good
my
luck today.
God.
Da, 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 da. Let's see how the pick goes today.
I'm going to show you what a real man does. I'm going to get a real tattoo.
All right, but in the meantime, I'm feeling lucky.
Well, this is going to be fun.
Yeah, Mike said that Sharon should be an interesting guy to see.
Always love it when you can get a referral from one guy to another guy that's just down the road. Hey, we shouldn't be far from it here. Okay, right
That's
there.
it.
It's right
That's
there.
it.
Right there. You must be Sharon.
I'm Sharon.
Scott?
Hi,
And nice to
Hi,
meet
Sheldon.
you.
Sheldon.
Pleased to meet you.
Mike told us you had radios.
A little bit of everything in electronics there, yeah.
That's your passion.
It's my passion.
Oh, yeah.
I've worked in electronics all my life. Military electronics, early Marconi sets, consumer electronics, radios, phonographs you'd find in a home in the 20s and 30s. It's a virus or something, it's a disease.
Well, show us what you got.
I'm going to go to the house. We'll see you later.
I'm feeling lucky. Oh, we're humming in here.
Holy cow. You've got some great stuff in here. What do you play?
Guitar and bass. I use G&L Strat.
Good guitar.
Oh, yeah.
G&L's good guitar.
And the bass, I use a 63 Fender Precision.
And you've got it hidden so I can't try and buy it off you?
It's hidden.
Is that under your bed? Because that's where Scott checks next.
So
You'll have
if I
to
can
go
assume
there.
then that if you haven't hidden it, then I can make a shot at it?
You can take a shot at anything.
Well, I see something I'd like to take a shot at. You got an old blue-faced Fender. How does it sound?
Oh, it's a great amp.
Do you
Yeah.
use it?
Yes, that's my amp. That's the amp I use.
I guess you're not selling it.
No, I'm not gonna sell that one.
This is cool.
The amp is a 69, the custom.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a remake because they remade those after a while.
No, this is the original 69.
Custom amp. They came in all different colors. Really desirable. What would you sell the custom for?
I wouldn't sell the custom.
Okay. I'm thinking that Sharon's not really a seller, so it's going to be tough to pry anything out of them. Let's go somewhere where we can buy something.
Okay, let's try.
Sheldon loves a good crappy doll. And I saw one of the crappiest dolls I've ever seen in my life. These are the faces of picking. That's pre-pick. Doo-doo. This is mid-pick. And this is post-pick. Yikes. Okay, take us somewhere else.
We can go upstairs.
We hit the top floor, and it's floor-to-ceiling radios. Wow, you got lots of stuff here. Not our sort of thing, but there could be some other things mixed in.
That's an interesting mic.
Oh, it's an early double button carbon, it's called. It's attached to the base there.
Right, I noticed that, yeah.
Which houses a battery.
Is that something you're prepared to sell?
No, I think I'll hold on to that one.
Is this little plane your handiwork, Sharon?
No, found that in an antique store.
Something you'd part with?
Probably not.
We're gonna be lucky to buy anything today.
Sharon, if you're going to sell this little wall pocket here, what would you want for it? I would call it tramp art. Somebody taking incidental materials, in this case it's individual wooden matchsticks, all put together. Whoever did it did a really nice job.
Make me an offer.
We finally have to make a sale here. I'm going to hit him with a really good price. I'm going to buy this. 60 bucks?
Whack! Right at the top end.
Sold.
Whoa, I was gonna say, you stepped up on that one,
I
Sheldon.
did, Walt.
We bought something.
It's a good piece, and now we have made a transmission.
You got a whole bunch of microphones here. Are you prepared to sell? I'll show you which ones I want. There's one gem up there. It's an old RCA, dates from the late 30s, early 40s. Every old broadcast you see has one of those microphones sitting on the table. I want that microphone. But rather than point his eye in the direction of the best thing he's got, I tell him I want 5 different microphones, only one of which is that RCA. And that one.
I'm willing to go one of the 5.
I'll go for the big RCA.
No.
You said one of the 5. I picked one.
You didn't pick the right one.
Oh, you didn't mean you would let me have one of the 5. You meant one of the 5 might be for sale.
Yeah, microphones are interesting. And I enjoy picking up the old stuff that connects back to, time before. And of course, Scott knows microphones, and he picked out top of the pile sort of thing.
If you're going to sell the RCA, what would you want for it?
A couple hundred.
And if you were going to sell it, I'd buy it for a couple hundred.
I'll think on that and talk to you later.
Okay, don't think too long, though. I'm not giving up. I'm coming back to that microphone. How do I look?
Scott, can you hear me? What's this gizmo here?
Well, that's a mystery box. There are no latches, there are no visible openings on it, but it will open. And if I take my trusty screwdriver,
Sight unseen. I'll buy it as a mystery.
without even opening it, or knowing how to open it,
All depends on the price.
Do you feel lucky?
Well, do you, punk?
Let's see it open.
you need a screwdriver.
I'd be surprised if there's something in it.
Oh, there's nothing in it.
Oh. Oh, it's got a little mystery thing, yeah?
This is the door, and that's all that opens.
That's very unusual. So why would you want it to open that way?
That's the mystery.
It's got limited uses.
You could use this box as your shoe shine box. Guy comes in, puts his foot up, and you fire in and go get your polish and whatever. And if you're thinking of a second career, I'm buying it for you. All we need is one more thing.
The price?
Yeah.
I'll start at 80.
Go to 30.
30, you're going up too fast.
Sorry, 25. Do I have 30 anywhere?
70.
31.
See, if we go up in smaller increments, I think that's to our advantage.
No, it's gonna have to be 50.
It's a fun piece.
That's something we should take back to our neck of the woods. Okay, shake the man's hand. Okay, I got one more thing. Let's go back to the RCA mic. The entire time we've been walking around, the thing I've been thinking about is that RCA microphone. Don't fall off. I'm concerned that if I come back at his 200, he's gonna say it's not for sale. So I'm gonna make him an offer which is more than he wants. I know it's hard for you to part with. One-time offer, $250. I offered him $250, more than he wants. I want that microphone. Done. Excellent.
Wow, fantastic. Our luck is maybe holding. I'm gonna ask Scott not to change his shirt again, just in case.
I have to wear the shirt again?
I like this little thing.
That's a great little piece of tramp art. That's a good $125 item. Earth to Sheldon, Earth to Sheldon. We should be able to get $400 for that microphone. Sharon, that was great.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
And nice to meet you.
Thanks for coming.
Good guys. Yeah. Really had a good time.
Tomorrow, I think, is going to be really good. We got our lucky hats on. I'm going to try and not wash off the tattoo. You're going to wear your lucky shirt.
I'm not sure if I can wear this shirt again. I took it off yesterday, went to the shower, and it followed me.
One more day.
But if we don't have a good day tomorrow, superstition's out the window forever.
But I wonder how Keenan's doing.
Oh, God, why did you mention him? My blood pressure just went up 20 points.
Hey guys, what's up?
Did John get that big load in?
Yeah, he's doing it right now. Actually, it looks great.
You got everything unpacked?
Almost.
Have you broken anything?
So far, so good.
Things are good there.
Yeah, everything's good. No issues at all. I got everything under control here.
Hey, Keenan, I got a tattoo.
No way.
It's just a lick-on one, but you're going to like it.
A lick on one?
Well, yeah.
You got to get the real ones.
And I'm thinking about getting a tattoo. What should I get?
Probably not the barbed wire.
Yeah, that's right. Why don't you just spell loser on your forehead?
Exactly.
How about a skull with a dagger through it with a rose in its mouth?
I don't know if you can pull that off. That's pretty hardcore.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get that one by my wife.
Yeah, I guess she's got that final say.
Hey, Keenan, you keep up the good work and we'll be home soon.
All right, man. Sounds good.
Why do I always get this tingling up my spine whenever we talk to him?
He never answers the question. On our way to Stanburn, Nova Scotia. Go see Terry and Cindy. They like to go to auctions. They got a whole bunch of stuff. Some fishing reels, maybe some other fishing gear.
They have any advertising or tins or signs?
Yeah, they got some tobacco tins. So I'm a little concerned today, Scott. My tattoo seems to be fading.
Yeah, I was a little concerned about that too, but don't worry, partner, I got us covered.
You didn't.
Look at that.
What's up?
Oh, what are you doing?
What is that?
You'll see.
Does that hurt?
No pain, no gain.
You always got to do the one-upmanship.
I was a little concerned about that girly man thing you got on your hand there. Figured we better get a real one.
What'd you get?
I'll tell him.
How long do we have to wait for the debut?
Don't worry, you'll see it when we get back to Calgary. This place has got a couple buildings.
Yeah, I bet you this is it.
Yeah, this is the place.
Yeah.
Never know what you're going to see, but I'm looking forward to this. I'm optimistic.
Well, hello.
You must be
Well,
Terry.
hello. Yes.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Sheldon.
Hi, I'm
Sheldon?
Cindy.
So this is your place
Yes,
here?
it is, sir.
Yes.
So what do you have?
Oh, about 200 acres.
Yeah, what do you do with it?
Not too much at the moment.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
this looks more like wild grass than hay.
Yeah, it is. It was made for hay years, but now nobody has a farm much anymore, so it's just the way it is.
Did you collect stuff or did you just
All the
acquire
time.
stuff?
Somebody said you go to auction sales.
We do.
Yep. from time to
Estate
time.
sales, yard sales. We've probably been collecting for 20 plus years.
Got started with tea ornaments and went to advertising, and then tin cans, anything that took our fancy.
We've decided to sell because it's just getting too much. The house is full. It's time. Things got to move.
Well, where do you want to show us first?
Right over
Up
here,
here.
sir.
Let's go.
This shed?
All right. Yes.
Oh, this is an interesting place. Very interesting.
Wow, some good things in here.
Now, this is a outer building, so is the stuff a little less dear to your heart here?
No.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Yes!
Nothing in here I want.
Ah, good to hear, Cindy.
Here, there's something I see. Shell. Oh, wow, look at that
Look at this.
creel.
That's a beauty, isn't it?
That, my friend, is a trap basket.
Trap for what?
Carrying your fur after you catch it.
Oh, it looks like the biggest creel I've ever seen. I thought you just had
Really?
big fish here.
Yeah, but it's
I
beautiful.
wish there were. No, nothing that big.
Is it Mi'kmaq?
I would say so.
Oh, yeah.
I got it.
When I took it down, it made sense. Its shape and its size, there was a backpack that a trapper would take on the trap line with his traps in it.
And then when you had your traps set, when you came back to check them and you had any fur, you put it in there.
Fill her
like
up with fur.
Yeah. Muskrats, beavers,
Yeah.
foxes, whatever you got.
Gee, that's an interesting piece.
Yeah.
How old would you think that is?
1930s, 40s.
Would you take $100 for it?
No, I got more than that into it.
Ah.
Yeah.
What do you got into it?
About 125.
So you need
How
a
about
bit
130?
Getting close.
I like you better.
140.
Done.
All right, sir. First deal of the day.
All right.
Yeah. Cool.
Thank you, Cindy.
You're welcome.
See, we're like a wrestling team. We sort of tag team
I
it.
trying to see that.
I was happy to sell that big old trap basket. Every time I went in there, it was in my way.
This is a weird one, Shell. It's right. It's the right logo.
Oh, it's a Greenheart.
Yeah, it's
So is this.
They were both Scottish Greenheart rods.
Did you ever fish these rods?
No.
Oh, well, that's a shame, because, boy, these are both pretty fishable.
Those rods came from England after the Second World War. The guy brought them
Yeah?
back.
And what would you want for a couple rods?
Oh, for the two, I should have $100.
Sheldon, I don't think we could even argue with that.
Gentlemen.
Hey.
Yeah. Cindy, you're smiling.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're not going to miss these things?
not at all.
I'm really liking the way this is going because Terry is quoting real reasonable prices.
Well, I think I'm pretty good.
There's some sort of toy down here. I think it might be a Charlie Weaver bartender. You put the batteries in, he pours the drink, has it back, his eyes bug out, and smoke comes out his ears. My dad and his buddies always had the bartender going on the bar, and usually everyone was in a pretty good mood, so whenever I see one of those things, it puts me in a good mood. That is a toy that I would give you $5 for, hoping it works.
I'd take $5.
Okay, $5.
Okay.
Couple little molds, little press,
Yeah. That's
and
nice.
a little butter press.
Those are nice.
Those are very nice. What do you think?
I don't know anything about prices.
Well, that's why I'm asking you. Think of what you paid for them and
Let me
divide by
think
2
about
and
it.
add 5.
Is that the way it works?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
All right, think about those.
Yeah.
Sheldon, nice little piece of Noritake.
Oh, yeah. I love it. Japanese porcelain. Now we're making the pie a little sweeter.
Okay.
Because we never did settle on these. What would you say for the 3 pieces?
$50.
I'd be happier at 30, Cindy.
Oh, man.
Split the difference with them.
40. Yes?
Done.
Okay.
Yes.
Hey, wait.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Now we're getting...
Oh, now we have to have that because it turns out it's a sugar bowl.
So now
So-
it is 50.
I own the sugar bowl. What do you want to put the set back together? Because I'd sell this back to you for 40.
What? No.
How about 50 for the bundle now?
Yes. Yes.
Thank you.
Oh, it's for shoe shine.
It's about
a spit and
time.
polish.
Yeah.
Spit and polish.
You owe me one of these.
What?
Go to it. Show us how it's
Look,
done.
anytime.
Yeah. Hey, don't spit on my boot! Just a second.
He wanted to shine.
Just a second here.
You said go to it. It's a spit and polish. What do you expect?
And I'd ask you to do my other boot, except I don't want it spat on.
You told me to shine your shoes with a spit and shine.
I'm going to give him these now that he's already kind of christened them in your name.
That's a nice way of saying it. They're no longer mint box.
No.
Thanks, Terry.
You're quite welcome.
Not only did I violate his mint box shoe shiners, I violated your boot, and I got them for free. That's a win-win-win. Looks like a serious gaff hook.
Well, yes, it is. That's partially what it is, but what was it used for?
It looks to me like this is something that if you caught something really big, you'd go over the side of the boat, you just yank her up. But
Yeah, and that's
I
why
don't
you've
know.
got the barb, I would think, too, right?
Yeah, that's one of the last whaling hooks that they had in Blandford, Nova Scotia. When they cut up the meat, they hooked that in the meat and drug it to the locker.
Set of ice tongs for whales.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty cool.
That's a multi-function tool. My favorite pick are unusual items. We're a couple of prairie boys, so you're gonna have to help us on this.
50 would be fine.
Is there a buck in it for us for 50?
I'm getting my money back, so you're on your own with that.
Well, if you're getting your money back, I guess 50's the price.
All right.
This is a bit of an oddball pick. Some of the things we're paying a good dollar for and we don't know much about them, but most of the things we're buying at a real reasonable price.
We just have to haul them across the country.
Is there anything up here?
Yeah.
Yeah, two odds and ends up there.
Always like to look up in an attic just to see if there's some long-lost orphan up there. Hey, Sheldon, you should see these planks up here. You go up and take a look at those planks because they're big, wide planks.
They're white ash, big, thick ones. They're gonna make a fantastic table, maybe two.
What would you want for them?
You serious?
Well, you can make a tabletop out of them, right?
Oh, for
Exactly.
sure.
Yeah.
You say there's 5 plank there.
Yeah.
25 bucks. Seriously, I didn't know I was selling lumber today.
Hey, I didn't know we were buying lumber today.
That's when we hit the grand slam, is when we take something and repurpose it. And I feel lucky on those planks. Well, I think we pretty well combed you out of here.
Okay.
Where do we go?
We have stuff in the house.
Like they say, hard times in the Maritimes, so every little bit you can get extra helps. We've invested money into that stuff, and now it's time to get some of it back.
Oh, you got quantity on forest and stream tins. Can I bring them out?
Yeah.
Sure.
Of all the good Canadian pocket tins, these are probably the most reasonably priced. Of
Yes.
the good ones.
Yes, of the good ones.
Pocket tins are among the most desirable of all tins for a bunch of reasons, one of which is you can put a pretty big collection in a pretty small space. If somebody said to you, I'll take them all, what do you want? What would you say?
Whoa.
Hit the road.
Well,
My guess is you don't want to sell them all anyway.
I would like to sell them all sort of thing. Them and what's over there.
Well, you want to sell the whole works.
Yeah, I'd sell the whole work.
Oh, Scott, you got a whole army over here.
Oh, gosh, you do. Man, you've got a bunch.
Yep.
Okay, now just, I'm not saying I'm interested, but just throw out a number. If you were going to sell all those tins and all these tins, what would you want?
$5,000.
Whoa. That's many thousands more than I would pay. Oh, man, I'd love to have the whole collection, but I don't think at $5,000.
Do we have a market for our collection?
We have a market for the top 10% of the collection.
Yeah.
Therein lies the problem.
Why don't we go back to the forest and streams and take a look at those ones for a minute?
Well, we can try.
Okay. Okay, so let's put these guys down. And if you don't want to sell them all, I might just try and buy a couple of them off you. I'm okay either way.
Well, the more I can get out of you, the better I like it.
Well, if that's the case, why don't I pull a few more down from there?
Oh, all right. Lead on.
So I grab a few good ones. Honeymoon, a high plane, the red jacket, got about 20 tins there, and we decide to play a little game. You're gonna go through these and you're gonna get a number in your head, and then I'm gonna go through them, and I'm gonna get a number in my head.
What we should do is have you both write them down.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah.
And then turn it over.
Okay.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
I'll put my price down, he'll put his price down, and we'll see how far apart we are.
I'm going over
I need
here.
a pen.
Got it? Good.
When I'm writing down that price, I know it's gonna offend them. And I'm looking to see if there's any way I can somehow or other make the price bigger.
Da 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 da. All right, so you said 2,000,
Yep.
and you said 1,000.
Oh.
He's double my number.
It's a little bit of a difference.
I don't think we can do business.
There's no way I could pay $2,000 for these because I wouldn't break even. Selling.
Seriously?
No, no.
Cindy and I would like to know, is there any room at 1,500?
Yeah. I'd like to sell the tins just to get them out of here and something else in the kitchen to look at.
I think I could do 1,200.
That's just too far, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. She would have taken the 1,200 I offered that quick, but Terry was having none of it. Can I make an offer on a few of them then? I decided change tactics, that one, I isolated the 5 best tins that I wanted out of that. Still leave you with a critical mass of tins, and I go with 5 tins. How about those?
What are you thinking?
I know it needs to be a good, solid offer, or we're walking away with none of them. I'm thinking 400 bucks.
I was thinking 5.
450.
Right on.
All right. Cindy. Yeah.
Thank heavens. Look at me, I'm happy.
She would have liked to see them all gone.
I would have.
I'm happy with that because I can live with all 5 of those tins, no problem.
Okay.
I can't live with all of those tins if we can't sell them. My lucky shirt and my new tattoo, they paid off.
They're going to make a fantastic table, so there's nothing but profit in them. That's a beauty. It's a really rare piece with some huge potential for lots of upside.
This is a nice set of tins. Got the best 5, worth somewhere around $650. That was
Thanks,
great.
Terry.
Thank you.
Really nice to meet you.
Great meeting you.
We found some really interesting pieces.
That's good.
Okay.
And if we come this way again, I hope we're coming back.
Okay, I hope you do.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye now. Well, it's been a heck of a great day as far as I'm concerned.
We were incredibly lucky to have Scott and Sheldon here today.
A good day. Fine as hell.
It was a lucky day. Out in the middle of nowhere in a house that looks like it's not going to have anything old in it, and we picked some of the best stuff we picked on this trip. And I think it was all due to my shirt, and today it was all due to my new tat.
How is that?
Don't even think about it.
Time to go home. My tat is just about faded off.
It's not a tat.
Well, all I can tell you is Lady Luck was on our side in Nova Scotia.
Nice park job. We're here. The Eagle has landed.
Hey, guys.
Hey, how are you, Keenan?
Good.
Good to see you.
Hey, Keenan.
Sheldon, how was your trip?
Great.
Long and hard.
Yeah. Hey, look, I got a tattoo.
For a stick-on, it looks all right.
Hey, you want to see a real one?
Did you get a real tattoo? Did you come over to the other side finally?
Look at that, baby.
Wow.
Look at that.
Oh, you
Yeah.
didn't. You went for it.
You got it, man.
Wait a minute. How long ago did you get that?
Holy.
Let me take a look at
Hey,
that.
no.
Let me see
No,
it.
no, no,
Bring
no,
it closer. Doesn't look like a new tattoo.
No, come on, look at it, see?
That looks like a little bit of a spray-on tattoo.
Come on.
Something you'd get at a kid's party.
I thought you went and had a little pain to get that.
Doesn't hurt yet.
It's a little cold, but it doesn't hurt.
Can you believe that?
Spray-on tattoo.
Hey, it could be worse. It could be that lame-oid thing. It's actually real. It's just a spray-on rather than a stick-on. And I can't believe he fell for it.
Dude, see what a real skull's supposed to look like?
Who's this, Moses parking the waters or what?
I agree. That's embarrassing.
I am the missing link between the lame stick-on and the real tattoo. Look at this. Just give it a little...
Hey!
There, it's just about gone now.
I'm keeping my options open.
Holy smokes.
Oh, this is my kind of garage.
Sheldon, do you want to come over and take a look at this?
Yeah, the color is just too good, isn't it? Hey, this is for us. It's Antiquomania and heroin.
Nice little combination.
Oh, there's
Yeah.
a good cure.
A little bit of a problem that Scott and I can relate to. It's Antiquomania.
Look at this. Finally a bike I can touch the ground on.
I'm not sure if that qualifies as a motorcycle.
I'm Scott Cousins,
I'm Sheldon Smithens.
and we're pickers.
See that fork in the road? Take it. We travel all over Canada.
Looking for hidden gems in basements, attics, and barns. For me, it's all about the thrill of the hunt. Oh man, we might have hit the mother lode here. I like to move fast. I can always find something we can make a profit on.
I thought I'd seen it all, Scott. I'm looking for that one-of-a-kind item that has its own story to tell. Just like the people we meet, every story is different. It's not junk to us.
So it's nice to be in New Brunswick.
Yeah, I wonder what we're gonna find here.
Look at that, baby. Picked it up at a yard sale while I was waiting for you.
What is it, a salt shaker?
I think it's just a pepper. Hey, come on.
You overpaid!
That's part of a new collection I'm putting together. Little goulias.
I don't get it. You usually don't buy bric-a-brac.
It's a goulia. It's not bric-a-brac, it's a goulia.
You make this stuff up.
I'm trying to get a new word in the dictionary of picking for small trinket-type items that don't really have any particular place in any area of collecting. As we go along, I'll fill you in. But you are gonna love this collection when it's finally put together.
How late were you in the bar last night?
Well, not too bad. I love Fredericton. And the good thing is, it's got Canada's only craft college, which means there'll be lots of goulias out there for us to find. So we're going to see Brian and Jamie today. They have a 100-year-old drugstore that's supposed to be just filled with stuff. This is a once-in-a-lifetime chance to get in first into a pharmacy that's 100 years old. A lot of times in the old days, drugstores were sort of the everything store.
Yeah.
So they had toys in them.
Some advertising.
Absolutely.
This could be exceptional.
Okay, here, we're getting into a nice old area here. I bet you it's the corner, right on the corner.
Let's go meet them.
I'm beating you in.
As usual.
My big concern is whether it's been in the family the whole time or whether it's changed hands, because every time it changes hands, usually the best stuff gets pulled out. Let's go.
Oh yeah, showtime. I'm Sheldon.
Hey Sheldon, I'm Brian.
Scott, how are you?
Hey, how you doing? Sheldon, Jamie.
We heard you guys had some stuff you wanted to sell.
Yeah, we do. We've been in business since 1914. There's been a pharmacy on this corner longer than that. It's probably 1870, thereabouts.
And was it generation after generation? I mean, same family? Or
No, it hasn't been the same family all along.
Changed hands?
It's changed hands a few times, but the antiques have just stayed with the business every time it's changed hands. Most of it's in the basement.
Well, let's go take a look.
Right down this way, boys.
Holy smokes.
Oh.
All these boxes are full? I can see on the shelves a bunch of really old, cool things, including old liniments and bottles in the boxes, a bunch of old apothecary bottles.
So everything's up for grabs? Nothing here is dear and near to your hearts?
No. We're selling part of our collection because there's too much for us to display. We have made attempts to get some of it in some museums, and there's not a lot of interest, so rather than have it in boxes in our basement, we'd rather it be in the hands of collectors, people who can enjoy it.
Saw something over here. Whoa, look at this, Shell. Right away, saw an unbelievable doctor's bag. One of the best ones I've ever seen. Oh, wow. Look at that. There's a small box with some ampules in it. So there's some sort of kit in there.
Yeah, there's a tray in there.
There we are. Not only does it open from the top, it's got a secret compartment where there's a little surgical kit in there. That is something we're gonna own. Definitely wanna make an offer on this, but I'd like to see what else you've got so that we can sort of formulate a plan in our heads.
Sure.
And maybe a budget.
Yeah. If we start throwing $100, $200, $300 out right away, it might drive the price up all day long. So I wanna start small and end big. Okay, I'm gonna start digging.
What's this stuff? Is this what I think it is?
It's a pill maker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it would go on one of these decks, and when you slide it along, the powder that you've mixed would roll into round pills.
So this compresses into a pill.
It has to do with, making pharmaceuticals.
Oh, and there's one last piece in here. Looked like a little bullet maker, a little two-part press, nicely made, brass. This one is for making suppositories.
That's a suppository maker.
I thought it was either suppositories or bullets.
And
in effect, they're one and the same.
Right, yeah.
Either way, it's loaded.
To me, $100 is...
Whoa! Yeah, you're fair.
I want to be fair.
I go 50.
100 it is.
100 it is.
All right. Suppository maker for Scott.
I'll make them. He can use them. Shell, take
You're
a look at
combing.
that. Tell me if you think that's got any age to it.
Oh, absolutely. It actually has more than age. It's got a little bit of uranium in it. And this under a black light would just jump out at you.
Is that what gives it the green color? Yeah.
Exactly.
Hey, Sheldon, here's something we both need. Body tone pills.
Yeah. There's pretty much a remedy for everything you could ever conceive of in there. Look at Scott, you got Lloyd's biconical horse balls.
Graphco rectal dilators. Bayswater geriatric ointment.
I'm out. Antiquomania. Hey, this is for us. It's Antiquomania and heroin.
A nice little combination.
Oh, there's
Yeah.
a good cure.
A little bit of a problem that Scott and I can relate to. It's antiquomania. And evidently you need heroin to just dull the pain.
Who would have thought?
What do you want for this whole box right here of goofy bottles, including the antiquomania?
I'd do 20 bucks for that box.
Done.
Okay.
Okay, we got the doctor's box, which I love. I mean, it's got some serious age to it. So what do you think on that baby?
That's gonna be a tough one, isn't it?
Yeah, that's, I mean, I've seen the bags around by themselves, but not usually the complete kit.
Throw a number up.
We'll be fair.
It's 100 bucks.
They don't have the knowledge that we have of what the market bears for something like that. That's just too low. 200.
Fair enough.
I told you we'd be fair.
You were fair.
We
Thank you
always
very
are.
much.
Thank you
Yes.
very
All
much.
I want them to know that we're not going to try and steal stuff from them.
All right.
So what do you want to do about those bottles? Jamie and Brian have some great apothecary bottles. They're all different sizes, they're different vintages, but they all have a good look. How much do you want per bottle?
$10 a piece or $8 a piece for more than 10.
See, I'd be more comfortable at $5 a piece if we took more than 20. So we'll pull out at least 20 at $5 a piece.
Maybe even make it more attractive. Why don't we say we'll take 40 bottles?
If you're looking to clear out a lot of them, we'll take a lot of them.
So I'm thinking $7 a piece.
$7 a piece?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, $7 a piece. Don't look.
Don't look at it.
It'll be less painful if you don't look.
It's like a Band-Aid.
So I'm distinguishing from the 30s and 40s and 50s bottles, and I'm concentrating on the 100-year-old bottles. Well, you know, Shell, I'm feeling pretty good about this.
All right, let's see if we are.
Letting those things go can be difficult. So even though they're hidden and they're in boxes, we've always known they're there.
Did we hit our 40? Because we committed to 40.
2, 4, 6, 8, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 38, 40.
Perfect deal.
Okay, so I'm fine with 95% of what's here.
Okay, what aren't you fine with?
Well, just the ones with the tops still with them.
Sure.
So he pulls 3 bottles out.
37 at 7.
Yeah.
We think he's pulling them out and they're gone.
3 at.
I know it's peanuts, but at 10.
Done.
Okay, so that, wait. We got to do the math on this. It was going to be 40 at 7.
280.
Which is 280.
And now we're at 289.
Yeah, 289 exactly.
He just wants $3 more a bottle for those.
Extra $9. We're in.
I wasn't trying to
Perfect.
break the bank on you.
Perfect.
It just
No,
makes me feel better about those ones a little different than the
Hey,
others.
we're good. Those are great prices, great bottles.
Hey, this has been great. We got a lot of small stuff and a little packing to do.
This is one of those once a year, if you're lucky, days as a picker.
That's very unique to get into the basement and buy that old stock.
This is a fabulous doctor's bag, isn't it? I mean, look at that baby. The little secret compartment there. We should double up and make 400 off it, so I'm okay with 200. Good bottles, top of the mark. We're gonna do the quick flip. If we can sell them all for 600, that's what we're gonna do.
I'd say we did all right, and so did they.
We're coming back next time we come to Fredericton.
We'll sort through it again, and you can take another pick.
I just remembered, I put something aside. It's a little Gulia. It's a bit busty. So now what would you want for something like that?
Gotta have 50 cents.
It's busted.
Glue it back together.
One-time offer, 25 cents.
It's a deal.
That's a deal.
I don't shake on that.
See you later,
Thanks
guys.
a lot, you guys.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, that was just a killer pick.
Another fine day in New Brunswick.
Yeah, I love picking the Maritimes. I love the Acadians. And I've picked up something really wonderful.
What is going on with you? His foot's missing.
I know, isn't it beautiful?
Tell me what's going on.
It's on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know yet. We got quite the little collection of ghoulies going here.
You know, sometimes I worry about you.
Just sometimes? Yeah. So we're off to see Ryan. Been picking for 18 years or so. It's always nice to meet another genuine picker.
Member of the fraternity.
I'm hoping picker translates into buy and sell, not buy and hoard. There's Winter's Point right there. Bingo.
Hey, this looks interesting.
Hi there. How we doing?
Scott, how are you?
Ryan, glad to meet you.
Hi, I'm Sheldon. Where do you do some picking?
Mostly around St. John, Fredericton area. Sometimes I go to the state of Maine.
How's the buying been?
It's been outrageous this year.
Show us what you got.
I have some stuff in the garage.
I want the motorbike. It's amazing, all the different weird, sort of disjunctive, conjunctive nature of it.
Usually if I come across the yard sale and I spot something that I've never seen before, I'll buy it.
It's a store display just to talk about arthritis, and so many people would love to have a skeleton. Interesting item because people will use it as a Halloween decoration. Other people will just use it as a fun thing to put in the window. I like it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start at 40.
You make her 15, she can have her.
50 bucks.
Yep.
Done. A lot of guys looking for skeletons, and it's not real easy to find one that size. Oh, look at that. Frederickton High School football team, 1926-27. That's cool.
Yeah.
It's got a great look. The date's right on it. The name's right on it. You think we need to take that back to Calgary?
Yeah.
The price has got to be right.
So how's $35?
How about 25 bucks with the busty glass?
Well, I might as well cut my losses now.
Done. I got a buddy that'll put a piece of glass in that. $95 that quick. And you got a bunch of little decoys.
How much a piece would we have to pay for them?
In the $40 range.
Per.
Yeah.
So I pick out what I think are the 6 best.
I'm thinking a couple $100.
I don't really have the room for it.
Ryan was sticking to his 240. Took another tack. You're stuck on 240.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Now that's a negotiator.
Let's throw that in at 240.
Yeah, okay.
That is
You got a deal.
beaut. That's the best negotiator I've ever seen. I want that. Oh, lovely.
Yeah, very nice.
And are they from here?
No, they're from down south, New York.
I love salt glazed cobalt blue jugs. Man, they almost look too good to be true.
Yeah, they're just really, I think they've never been used since the day they were made.
Shell, do you want to come over and take a look at this?
Yeah. The color's just too good, isn't it? It just instantaneously yelled, "Fake! Fake!"
Because there's just no wear whatsoever on them.
Well, I bought them from a reputable guy, so really.
And did you buy them as 150 years old?
Yeah, yes, I did. Yeah, I bought quite a bit of stuff over the years from this fella.
Oh, yeah?
And I don't think he would have steered me wrong.
Well, he might not have known.
No, and I'm unlike him. I'm not an expert on it.
Here's my problem. Zero wear.
Yeah.
Always look for wear where wear should be. If there's no wear on the handle where it's supposedly picked up every day for 150 years, ask yourself why. If there's no wear on the bottom where it's been dragged across a counter or put down, ask yourself why.
They look like they've been bought and then never done anything with them all that time.
And that's always a possibility.
Yeah.
Could have happened. They could be totally right. We could be walking by the deal of the day,
Yeah.
but you got to go with your spidey sense.
Yeah.
I'd rather not buy something when my spidey sense is tingling than buy something and be buried in it. No hard feelings.
Where do we go from here?
Welcome to the house.
Oh, you got lots of stuff.
Yep.
Oh, I love the chainsaw sculpture side. I'm pretty excited. I'm looking around. I see lots of collectible things.
I love the ship's model.
That's quite modern, but
Modern or not, she's a beauty. What would you need for something like that?
that one there, something's around $175.
I think I'd be more comfortable with 100 and a quarter.
Well, If you can just help me a little bit, I think you can own it.
Buy you lunch?
Well,
I'll buy you a beer.
it all works out that way, doesn't it? 150, it'll be yours.
All right, let's do it.
Okay.
150.
Yep.
Seems fair.
That's
Yeah.
a nice piece.
I'm curious about the ship's wheel.
Yeah. I bought that at an antique show probably 10 years ago.
I don't like to hear that.
Yeah, I'm
That
wondering.
usually means you paid a lot.
Well, it's not too bad. I'm probably into it for about 2 1/4.
Good looking one.
Yeah.
Great for any bar.
Yeah.
We're dealing with somebody that's in the biz, knows the rules of the game, knows the game.
So what would be a fair price?
Well, you gonna let me make a few dollars on it?
Of course.
How's 250?
Oh man.
Okay.
That's a few dollars.
That's done. Yeah.
We don't have to worry about him coming too low, because if he comes in too low, we're accepting. We're not offering him more money today because he's in the biz. I saw something over here. Rat-faced Mickey Mouse.
That's what they call a Steamboat Willie.
That's what all the serious Mickey Mouse collectors are looking for, is that rat look to him, not the big, fat, wide grin that Mickey Mouse has now. This is made in Japan pre-war,
Yep.
but it's a knockoff. When I say knockoff, what I mean is it's a period unauthorized Disney product,
Yes,
right?
yes.
But the value drops
Sure does, yeah.
dramatically if it doesn't say Walt Disney Productions on it. What would you want for your Mickey?
Probably about 15.
15?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do 15 on that. At 15 bucks, we'll triple or quadruple on that, baby. That is a sweetheart, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
That would have been a great souvenir probably in the 30s and 40s. You'd see in a tourist shop in Nova Scotia. And what a great thing to take back to England with you or somewhere.
Yeah.
Now, I sort of like that, not because I think it's worth a lot of money, but I think it's sort of cute. What would you want for that?
Oh, I could let you have that for $10.
Done. If I go to Sheldon's house and he's got a couple lobsters on the dinner table and I come in with that little cup filled with melted butter, I can get 25, 30 bucks out of that cup. I guarantee it.
Good luck with that. Now you're into Nicky Knackies again, but these aren't going on the dashboard. We're done with that, aren't we?
These are not, no, we're not done with that, but these are not going on the dashboard.
All right, I got another room here with some stuff that
Oh,
you
look at
might
the
be
four
interested.
poster
Yeah,
shop.
spool-turned beds.
Yep.
I want a couple more horses over there.
Base needs a little work.
Little love and care.
Yeah.
Missing the tail. It's really just a leave it as she is display model
Or a project.
Or a project. When that one's missing it would have had the rocker. One of them was quite a bit older than the other one. This is about 1910, that's about 1960.
Okay, yeah.
But better shape.
Better shape, not as old. Everything about it screams 60s.
Yeah.
Everything about this screams 1900, 1920.
And that's why people like antiques.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice little green wheels on it. So what would something like that cost?
Oh, I'm thinking about 125 on that.
See, I think that's retail on that. See, that's a 75 bucker for me.
Yeah.
That's all it is. No more. 75 bucks.
Okay.
75?
Okay. Yeah. 75?
75 it is.
We should be able to get the 125 that he was asking for.
I'm curious, what's the story on this piece right here? That's a big
Yeah, it's a Ride-em, right?
Yeah.
It's a little Ride-em fire
Yep.
truck.
fire truck.
Probably American is my guess, but we'll see.
Still has his bell and the siren.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been ridden hard and put away wet.
Oh.
It's been left
It's outside.
outside.
Somebody's had a lot of fun with it.
They sure have. It's got that good display look. Put it up on a shelf and it would have a certain look, or alternatively, a purist would strip her down, redo it, bright fire engine red. I mean, what would you want for something like that?
About 150.
Ride-ems are a little tougher than pedal cars, or...
If you want to make 110, you can have that. Okay.
It's big, it's
Yeah.
bold, it's red,
Yeah.
right? Do you have any chippies? Just little china pieces that are chipped
Oh.
and cracked?
I do believe I have them somewhere.
I'm looking for Goulias now. I got a Goulia thing going. They got to be chipped. They can't be perfect condition.
Not only are they chippies, they're also from this era.
Oh, yes! These are perfect.
Yeah.
Salt and peppers.
Battling salt and peppers. How much for the chippies?
No, no!
How much for the chippies?
That's my donation to you.
Yes!
How's that?
All right. It's always nice to meet a real picker and not a pretender. Ryan's a real picker. At 110 bucks, we should be able to double our money on that, no problem. That's beautiful.
That's a good buy. Easily 400 in our market. Maybe we can hold out for more.
That'll fix up nicely.
It's got some good age to it. He's a little ratty around the mouth.
So are you. Thanks a lot, Ryan.
Thank you.
Just
Thank
a
you.
pleasure. It was great.
I thoroughly enjoyed myself.
So
you
did
guys
we.
come back.
Oh, we want to
Yeah,
come back
yeah.
because we got some great stuff from you, and we think you're going to be able to replace it, but the next time we're out here.
I'll be on the hunt tomorrow. It was a good experience. They were wonderful guys.
Let's get picking. Don't hurt my lobsters. These are the best goulias I think I've ever bought.
Trinkets. And now you got a new name for it, goulias. What's goulias? Give me that.
Not a chance. You keep your hands off my goulias. I've got a purpose for these.
Incorrigible. We're off to Cap Pelé. They make more smoked herring there than anywhere else in Canada.
Seriously?
Yep. Who was the first guy to smoke a herring?
Cheech and Chong. We're off to see Michelle today. He's a big acquirer of things. I understand he's got some oil and gas stuff, some signage, and money's no object for him. He's not short of cash. So the only piece of the puzzle I haven't found yet is whether he's motivated to sell or whether he just wants us to come and look at the stuff he's got. But when you hear that a guy's got as much stuff as this guy's got, you gotta take a look.
That's the key to the whole day.
No pain, no gain.
Yeah.
Keep your eyes peeled, because I'm thinking if this guy collects oil and gas, he's likely to have a gas pump out front or something.
Lobster traps.
There it is.
There,
That's gotta be it
the
right
place,
there.
Yeah. How could you tell?
Yeah.
Look at the signage.
Holy smokes. Place is covered.
Yay.
Oh! Watch my goulias.
I'm worried about you, buddy.
You must be Michelle.
Yes, I.
Scott, how are you?
Good to meet you.
Bonjour,
How
I'm
are you?
Sheldon. You got a lot of signs they're spilling
I got
out.
a lot of sign, yeah. Yeah, I got a little bit of everything.
Where do you find them, Michelle?
Like picking and then old barns and everywhere.
Got any spare signs?
You never know if the price is right.
This should be fun dealing with him. Lead the way. Show us where you want to
Got
go.
some buildings here in the back.
You get your own town. He's got 5 or 6 buildings, and I'm just hoping they're all full of goodies.
Well, let's get picking.
Wow, look at this place. Do you get any earthquakes around this part of the world?
Not really, no. Lucky, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, I want to see that motorbike. Look at this. Finally a bike I can touch the ground on. Does it run?
Yeah, it runs out.
Not sure what to make of it. No name on it. Looks like it's sort of a put-together thing or a hobby kit. Do you know anything about it? Where did it come from?
No, I don't know nothing about it.
Do your kids ride it?
No, I never use it.
So what would you want for it?
$450.
Well, that's a tough call. Are you negotiable?
Make me an offer.
Well, given that Sheldon would rather not be in it at all, I'd rather be in it at $250.
No, I can't. Not at $250.
Okay.
$350?
3 1/4?
$350.
Are you gonna give me 25 bucks on something else?
Probably, yeah.
Okay, we'll do it. I think we did okay on that bike, and I'm gonna look real good riding that.
I'm not sure if that qualifies as a motorcycle.
He looked very happy with his bike.
Now I know Scott's gonna be happy for the rest of the day.
I've never met a lawnmower I like better than this one. Where we go next?
I can show you another building.
Let's go.
A little bit of stuff here.
Scott.
Whoa, there's a sweetheart. Inside an old cradle, turn-of-the-century cradle, is a Hires syrup dispenser. My goodness, that's early.
Yeah, you don't see them often. Normally they all break.
That's the kind of thing that would have sat on a bar in a country store or in an old soda fountain shop 100 years ago. Man, that's beaut. I've never seen one of those, and I've been looking for Hire stuff for decades. Would you part with that?
Yeah. The price is right.
What are you looking for?
9.
I'd like it better about half that, $450.
The lowest I can go is 600. I can't go lower than that. So you won't find another one again.
You know what? I won't find another one.
I know you won't find another one.
I knew you were going to grab that,
Oh my
Scott.
God.
Yeah.
That is so good.
Yeah.
That's gonna look fabulous on somebody's bar.
I like that little sign. It's kind of trashed.
Yeah, it's a rare one. It's 1939.
There's a tin sign put out by the New Brunswick government. What would you want for it?
I need at least 75 for that one.
How about 60?
70.
65.
Okay.
Done.
I like the Wrigley sign. You just don't see Wrigley's tin signs. So it's got a little bit of embossing on it here, right? A little raised lettering. This is, yeah, it's a little raised there too.
Yeah.
It's St. Thomas.
Yeah, 1949.
Yeah, 49, there's the date. What would you need out of it?
1400.
Whoa, that's a big
Make me an
number.
offer.
What's your bottom, rock bottom line on it?
900.
Yeah, I'm at 400 or 500, maybe 600 tops.
No, I can't do it for that
Yeah.
price. Yeah.
God, I love that sign. I hate leaving that sign, but I just can't justify that dollar. We may come back to that later.
How long have you been collecting, Michelle?
Around 9 years.
That's all?
9 years. So do you sleep standing up?
Yeah. A little bit of everything here.
As we went closer to the back of the yard, the sheds got less organized.
Look at this little cutter. What a sweetie, eh? Can I bring it down?
Yeah. The thing is damaged a little bit.
Oh yeah, see this thing's busty.
Yeah, but it's open.
So it would have to be put back on like that.
Little home-crafted thing,
Yeah.
one of a kind.
Different.
Could be used for a child, could be used just for display.
What would the cutter go for?
I don't know, $50?
Sold $50.
No negotiation.
None. And that keeps the momentum going. Goodbye. Easily $100. You have your favorite things in the house, Michelle?
Yeah, I can go in my office. I got a little bit of stuff there.
Always like getting to the house. That's where we want to be, because that's where the best things are going to be.
This is my office.
I love it. Whoa.
Different.
Yeah, this is an office.
Whoa, that is one of the rarest tins you're going to find, pocket tobacco tin. We've seen that tin before. This one's in really good nick. It's a gorgeous little Canadian
They're nice, yeah.
tobacco tin. Still got the paper label on the top, Rock City Tobacco Company, Quebec. Good tin. That's what everyone wants, and this is one of the best of the best. How much?
28.
Yeah. Tell you, I was hoping to be into it for 1,500.
No, I can't do 15. I need more than that.
What do you need?
22.
Still a little rich for me.
But we're heading in the right direction.
I can go 1,800. That's like a lot of money.
How about we go at 1900?
I can't argue for $100, even though I'd rather be in it at 15.
1,900.
Okay, deal.
You just don't get the chance to buy that tin very often. Thanks very much. What about your slot machine? I love the Indian head on it.
Yeah.
But we see a lot of slot machines. That is about as nice a one as we've seen.
Silver Chief.
That one has a really good look to it. Art Deco lines, a native head right in the middle of it, visible coins.
Okay.
Oh, you were close, Scott. You almost owned it.
I almost owned it. It wanted to give me money.
Yeah.
Wow. Would you sell that?
No.
Please? Throw me your stupid number on it.
3,000?
That's a stupid number. So you don't want to sell that baby?
2,700? Can't go to. They're hard to find.
Oh,
Think about it.
I'll think about it. Anything else to show us?
Yeah, we can go in the garage.
I think you're saving the best for last, is
Yeah.
my guess. Holy smokes.
Oh. This is the room that is clearly meant to impress. Everywhere you look, it's just covered with signage and all sorts of color. This is my kind of garage.
That's what's so great about advertising. It's colorful, it's trying to send a message, usually has a good visual on it. You got everything in
A
here.
little bit of everything.
And all in the last 9 years.
9 years, yeah.
You're a busy guy.
Yeah, always. I love collecting because I don't know what I can find tomorrow or the next day, and it's the thrill to find another piece. I love it.
What about the Buick sign, though?
Yeah, it's nice, eh?
It's a beaut. Is that something you'd part with?
No, I want to keep that one.
You got a little Salada coffee tin up there, porcelain sign?
Yeah.
What about that one?
Keep that one, too.
Oh, my God, look at that. Primrose gas sign. I've never seen that sign before. That's got to be one of the rarest oil and gas signs. It's from this area. It's Irving. Is that something you'd part with?
No, I want to keep that one.
No go. Don't even try. Don't even think about it.
How about the Acadian lines? I know I saw one outside there.
I could get double. Maybe I can sell one, but I need at least 1,200 for that one.
And I suspect around here that's a pretty desirable sign.
You don't find them. They go up to 2,500. You know
Yeah,
what
yeah.
they're...
I'm taking it that given the rise in prices, that this is a little more dear to you than some of the other sheds?
Yeah.
So try to get any of this stuff out of you, going to be like really tough?
Just depends which piece.
Okay, I'm going to start looking.
All right, Scott, get picking. Michelle, you have the most amazing collection.
Thank you.
I see a whole bunch of signs stacked up against the pinball machine. That tells me that they're less dear to him or he's just got them and not so attached to them. I saw you had a 5 roses flower sign.
Yeah, it's a nice sign.
It's 3-color and it's in mint condition. Is that something you'd sell?
225.
225, did you say?
325.
325. Well, I'll offer you 225.
275.
250.
275.
Okay, I'll give you the 25 this time. It's only because it's in good nick. It's
Yeah, it's in good
really
shape,
good
yeah.
nick. I decide to take a little private time.
Hey, Scott. Scott?
Hey, Michelle, I was using the facilities and I saw something on the wall.
I told you he'd be
Where
under
do you get
your
this
bed.
screwdriver?
I carry one with me all the time. And what do I find? A King Cole door press.
With the king sipping some tea.
With the king sipping the tea. It's got some damage because when they put them in, nobody thought they were worth anything,
I
so
know,
they
I
just
know.
tightened
They
the screw
greased
a
too
little
tight,
too
yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
But the good thing is it's taken a little bit of the hand, a little bit of the
but
crown.
the face is nice.
But the face is good.
Yeah.
It's the figural King Cole. That sign in mint condition sells for thousands of dollars. What would you want for that baby?
600.
It's a bit steep. I'd be happier at 350.
Can't, no.
Okay, how about 400?
No problem.
Excellent.
Good.
I've always wanted one of these things. I want one mint, but as you probably know, the price doubles, triples, quadruples
Yeah, they're very,
when
very
they're
expensive.
mint.
Especially the smaller ones are worth a lot more.
That's a sign we should be able to get $600, maybe even $700 out in Alberta. You just don't see them.
I just spotted something. That's nice.
Yeah, Ford gum machine.
The
1 cent.
Ford gum machine.
Is that like Ford cars?
I don't think so.
It's in nice condition.
Yeah.
A turn of the century gumball machine. Really rare. Something you'd part with?
Depend the price.
Well, your turn.
700.
Whoa.
You really value that
Well,
one.
you never saw one like that before.
I've never seen one priced like that either.
We were thinking maybe 2 on something.
No, it
like
can't,
that.
no.
No, I realize that.
No.
We're so far apart.
Maybe 6, but
Take your best stab.
3?
450?
What about 4?
425 then would be halfway.
A little more than we'd be comfortable at normally. We're not going to argue over 25 bucks, but we both love this gumball machine.
And we could double up to a guy that's setting up a country store because that's got just the look you want. Man, you got some great stuff in here.
It's different. Everybody got different stuff.
But I see the Red Indian sign.
It's rough, yeah.
I noticed that he's got a 5-foot Red Indian porcelain sign. So the wheels start going, and Sheldon and I think maybe we can sell him the Red Indian store sign that we just bought in the Maritimes. Whoa, there's a big one. There's the biggest, best Red Indian sign I've seen.
We bought a sign the other day that's in better condition than one you have here. Would you be interested?
I'm always interested in buying signs. Yeah, I love signs, yeah.
I think I got a photo of it on my phone. 9+ out of 10. Original store mounting bracket on it.
That's a hard sign to find.
Especially in good condition.
The guy we bought it from, he thought it had never been outdoors. That's how good it is.
Absolutely killer piece.
Yeah, and we bought it in the Maritimes. We haven't shipped it yet.
What's the price?
We don't normally do this, but I'm gonna tell you because we stepped up. We paid 10 grand for that sign.
You're worth a lot of money.
I tell him what we got into it because I gotta get him past the shock factor of 10 grand. So I got a proposition for you.
Okay.
You know what we paid for it?
Yeah.
You know we gotta make a little bit of money on it.
Yeah.
I would like to have you take us out of our 10 on this and throw in the one-armed bandit.
2,700? Can't go to. They're hard to find.
That's our profit, is the one-armed bandit.
So now we're starting to talk swap, and that's when things get really interesting.
What do you think about that? Only chance you'll ever forget.
That's a nice piece, yeah. One-armed bandit, you don't find them often, too.
So if you're feeling uncomfortable about that, what's your proposal?
Maybe if I give you a gambling machine, $1,000 different, you're still doing good in the deal.
So you want to pay us 9 plus the gambling machine?
Yeah, but you don't have to ship it to Calgary. Shipping costs a lot.
Yeah, good point.
I know he wants the sign, because not everybody steps up and offers you 9 grand. How about you give us what else can we throw into the deal? Maybe soften the blow a little for him money-wise, but get it up for us profit-wise. You give us $8,750 plus the gambling machine plus the Wrigley sign. I've been thinking about that Wrigley sign all day.
8,000.
It's got okay. Final offer: 8,500. Wrigley's one-armed bandit.
82.
8,500.
82.
8,500. I'm holding firm.
83.
I'm holding firm. You did that a couple times to us today. You held firm. I'm holding firm because I know when you get this, you're gonna love it. This is as much fun as anything.
Nice piece, a lot of money.
But you love oil and gas.
Yeah, I love
you
oil,
love
yeah.
Red
Yeah.
Indian.
83.
I'm pretty firm at the 85 cash, but I don't want this whole thing to fall apart for 200 bucks. One last try. You got to throw something else in for 200 bucks. Okay, 8,300 cash plus the gambling machine plus the Wrigley sign plus a $200 throw in from somewhere in here that we'll all agree on.
Okay.
Done.
Wow.
Beautiful sign.
You are going to be a happy man.
Yeah.
You see anything you like, Sheldon?
I see lots. I love it. We're on a shopping spree and we have $200 to spend. What about the firebox?
I didn't even see the firebox.
You're hard on me. But okay. No problem. Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, so you get the Red Indian dealer sign. We get 8,300 cash plus the gambling machine, the firebox plus the Wrigley sign.
Deal.
Good deal for everybody.
Yeah.
I'm pretty happy about that. I'm a little bittersweet about not taking that Red Indian back to Calgary because we've got a few buyers there too, but I'm happy to see you get it. I couldn't think of a better guy for it to go to than Michelle. You got little Goulias hidden all over the place.
No, no more Goulias, no!
Do you have any?
Do not sell him a Goulia.
Do you have any chipped or cracked pieces?
Not really,
I'm looking for, no? Ah.
We got a lot of stuff.
Okay, let's go. We paid $1,900 for that torpedo tin. We might be able to flip that thing quickly for $2,400.
I think I get the raw end of this deal. Somebody referred to it as a lawnmower, and it was you.
We settled at $350. I think we did okay on that bike.
You never saw that?
No.
Never seen that, and I've got a little Hires collection of my
That's
own.
good.
This is a beaut.
I think we can get 1,500, maybe higher if we can find a lid for it. Thanks a
Thank
lot.
you.
Hey, that
I
was
hope we'll
great.
see you again.
Yeah.
We'll see you
later.
next time.
Maybe you'll come to Calgary.
Yeah, I hope so. I would do it again anytime. Very good day. I enjoy it.
Wow, wasn't that fantastic?
That was an unbelievable pick and trade. I'm a little disappointed, though. I didn't pick up any more Goulias at this pick.
Let's head back to Calgary.
Yeah, I'm feeling like a horse that needs to get to the barn. You know, Sheldon, I think we should call Keenan and check in on him.
You never want to call Keenan.
I know, but I sent him a package, and I want to make sure it got there in first-rate condition, so I'm going to give him a call.
What did you send him?
You'll see. Just
Somehow I feel like I'm out of the loop.
Hello?
Keenan, you working hard or hardly working?
A little bit of both.
Oh, yeah, right. That means you're hardly working.
I'm working.
You should have got a box, and I sent it overnight.
Yeah, I got some stuff laying around here.
Now, make sure you get all the pieces out of that box, because there's some down at the bottom.
Okay.
Did you get them all out?
Yeah. I got them all lined up.
And you didn't break any?
Not a single one.
Beautiful. Take a lot of care with that stuff, because I don't want any of it to get hurt before we get back.
Okay.
Bye.
See you, Keenan. What the hell's that all about? Tell me what's going on.
It'll all become clear to you at a point in time, and then you will thank me for it.
Okay.
You'll find out. Remember when I was buying all those chipped Goulias and you were wondering what I was doing?
Yeah.
I got a surprise for you. I know you like a good bowl.
Keenan!
I knew it!
I know you like a good bowl.
You were in with him on this.
You have the honors.
All for me, you guys?
All for you.
All for you.
Okay.
Wind up. Yeah!
Let's set him up for round two.
I think we might have something here, you guys.
Cost of the figurines, $7.50. Smashing them, priceless.
Looks good.
And this guy's still indestructible, so
Oh my God, this is so good for the soul.
let's send it.
Goulias. Let's get picking.
Feels like you on a
Shabby chic.
Sunday morning. Did you get that package we sent you?
Yeah, I did. I don't know what it is.
Well, that's your job. You gotta find out what that box is. What's that truck up there? That's a mobile sign.
Lying flat.
Yeah. Let's follow him. I'm out on it at $1,000. Absolutely.
Don't worry, you haven't bought it yet. Relax. Hello?
I'm getting a little frustrated, so I think it's time for me to just cool down a bit. I'm Scott Cousins,
I'm Sheldon Smithens.
and we're pickers.
See that fork in the road?
Take it.
We travel all over Canada.
Looking for hidden gems in basements, attics, and barns. For me, it's all about the thrill of the hunt. Oh man, we might have hit the mother lode here. I like to move fast. I can always find something we can make a profit on.
I thought I'd seen it all, Scott. I'm looking for that one-of-a-kind item that has its own story to tell. Just like the people we meet, every story is different. It's not junk to us.
No, I don't think I've seen another 2 cowboy hats in the entire province of Quebec so far.
Do you feel like a fish out of water when you're in Quebec?
I don't at all, actually. because there's something about the Pickett community that it doesn't matter what language you speak. It is the language of antiques.
These are the Laurentians. You know why they're called that?
No, I don't actually.
Because they're right near the St. Lawrence River.
Oh, they're parallel, right?
Yeah. The Algonquin called this area Tremblant, the Trembling Mountains.
Oh, so that's where the name comes from.
Yeah. Going to see Mike. Mike's got a 3-story barn loaded with stuff.
I don't think I've ever been in a 3-story barn, have you?
No.
There's an old tractor up there, like an old Massey. There's a big old barn. Now that one looks like it could be 3-story.
This is going to be interesting.
Oh, this could be fun.
Yeah.
This has got to be the place.
Welcome to Mont Tremblant.
Thank you. I'm Sheldon, and this is my driver, Scott.
Hi, Scott.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. So this is your place?
Yeah. This was the last milking farm in Mont Tremblant, and now the farmer does hay. That's
Oh,
right.
okay.
And you?
I like to collect. Why don't we go into the barn?
Okay. Mike seems cheerful enough. I just haven't figured out yet what he wants to sell and what his prices are going to be.
Oh,
Whoa!
smoke.
Well, this is made for short guys like us. We walk into the barn and there's stuff everywhere.
Holy cow.
What are you doing here?
Come on. We're collecting. We're having fun.
Stuff screwed to the walls, stuff in piles on the ground.
Where are you finding all this stuff?
Garage sales, auction sales. I like a little bit of everything. Decoy ducks, lanterns, pottery, nice wood pieces, different stuff.
Oh, wait, what's that?
As we're walking along, I spot an 8-gallon Medicine Hat Potteries butter churn. That's Medicine Hat Potteries out of Alberta. You see Medalta more than you do.
From our part of the world.
Yeah. You don't see the Sleepy Indian ones that often. It's missing the lid, but it's got the Sleepy Indian logo, which is the one that's desired by people that collect Medicine Hat pottery.
I'll tell you who wants that, is somebody to use it as an umbrella stand just because it's got the size. It'll never churn any butter anymore.
That's out from our area. That's something we should take back to our neck of the woods. What would you want for that?
$150.
I wouldn't even sell it for that in Alberta, where Medicine Hat Potteries is known. I'm thinking Mike either paid way too much for his stuff, wants way too much for his stuff, or both. But I'm always hoping. What's the story on the little sign? Mike's got a little snowshoe moccasin rental sign. It has a $3 price tag, which tells me it's not that old, but it's a neat little sign.
Probably 1950s, 1960s. And I think at one point, he put some tape over it and raised the price.
Right. Is that something you'd sell?
Sure, $20.
Done. And I just shake his hand right away to try and send the message that if he quotes the right price, we're not going to bargain with him. I'm going to wander along here and see what I can see. Oh, that's cool. What's the story with the metal on these?
This is the first time I've ever seen a pair like that.
I mean, these must be, if you were training for an Ironman, you'd put these on your legs and run through the snow with them. I mean,
Wow.
These are bizarre.
Isn't that unusual?
What would you want for those?
100 a quarter.
My concern now is we're just gonna have to pick and choose the odd item because we're not buying in bulk today. Let's go upstairs.
Okay.
Nice old barn.
Woo! Check this place out, Scott. I love it.
The barn's about 15,000 square feet and it's full of antiques.
Little funky piece of folk art. I don't think it's very old because it's been cut with a mechanical saw.
That's so bad it's good.
Yeah, that's exactly right. It looks like Frankenstein's driving it. Right?
Got another one here. Little
That's
whirligig.
That's a nice piece.
Yeah. I like the fact that it's ready to be used.
Yeah.
So what would you want for each of your whirligigs?
$200 for the pair. And I think that's fair.
And how are you valuing them individually?
$200 for the pair. That's how I'm valuing. We're just negotiating, and that's part of the fun. No, I think that's fair. I really do. I love it, and I know Scott loves it.
I want to know what you want for that one.
I don't know. I'd rather sell it two.
We're trying to buy some whirligigs for Mike, but his price is high to begin with, and there's no negotiation on those. I'm about half that. in my brain.
You can't be half that. Impossible.
Okay.
Scott's a pretty aggressive negotiator, but sometimes my laid-back technique has its advantages. Forget the airplane. Let's go into the boat department. Tucked in a dark corner is a really nice rowboat.
Oh, it is a good boat, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, what's with the planks?
I actually think those are the boards for the bottom, so you don't do the old Barney and stick your foot
Right.
through the base. I'm sure it's a Peterborough. That's a very, very desirable boat. She's in pretty rough condition.
It's not that rough. It's hard to find. Very, very hard to find.
How hard to find is it in terms of dollars?
I don't know. Give me a price and I'll tell you if we're even close.
Well, why don't you give us a price
No.
and we'll tell you if we're even close.
Not this time.
We bought a cedar strip canoe yesterday for $350.
Well, I'd buy your canoe right away
Gee,
for
let's haul
$350.
that ass over.
We got to make some profit. How about 500?
I'd give you $400 for your cedar strip.
See, there you
Hello,
go.
what's wrong with a $50 profit?
Yeah, and we got to ship it here, right?
But let's keep our eye on the ball here, gentlemen.
My
What
eyes
about
off the ball. I'm getting a little frustrated, so I think it's time for me to just sort of head up into the next level and cool down a bit.
Mike? You're walking away from me? You don't know? You don't want to sell it?
I'll sell anything, Sheldon. What's it worth?
I don't know. I'm tempted.
What's it worth?
Let me take a closer look. I'm not out at all. This one certainly needs some repairs.
Hold on, it weighs a ton.
But I'm not walking by it unless we can really take a good run at it.
Well, your partner in crime is
I'm here.
somewhere else.
He's out.
Well, I'm out on it at $1,000. Absolutely.
Okay, don't worry, you haven't bought it yet. Relax. Hello. Same
See,
thing.
this is
Yeah, pretty much the
rotted
same.
right out here, though.
Yeah,
Shel.
this piece, yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's a shame.
Here, let me pull it.
Come on, Mike. Let us know where you're at here.
9.5.
Too much. I was thinking 5.
Pass. $800 bottom line. That's fair.
$650.
$800. Sheldon, it's worth that all day long. There's none around. You know that.
All right, I'll move a little bit, but you got to move a little bit too.
Go ahead.
700.
$750, we got a deal.
$750 done.
Thank you.
Finally, at $750, we shake hands.
Scott, you got a problem.
Yeah, I heard that.
You're moving a boat.
He knows. Hey, incredible. We go up into another level. This barn just does not quit. There's more stuff. I didn't even know they made armor for little people. Mike's got a little wee suit of armor. Guy's got a little mask and the shields and a little sword.
That comes out of Winnipeg.
Really?
Yeah.
Could have been Winnipeg Steakhouse, Winnipeg Car Wash, but last time I checked, there weren't any castles in Winnipeg and there weren't any knights.
What's it cost for a miniature, kind of a suit of armor?
2.5.
You got a little flexibility on that?
A little bit. It's all original.
Really?
I packed it up in a duffel bag and brought it back here.
I would have sat him on the seat beside me on the plane. I'd say 150.
$200, it's yours, and that's fair.
175.
Sold.
175 it is. Good man.
Sheldon is a little smoother than Scott.
What are you asking for a pair of snowshoes?
Scott can be much more punchier. I need 125 for those.
Too much for us.
But both are very knowledgeable on their antiques and good negotiators.
So what do you got in here, Mike?
Well, I've got some antiques from a restaurant in the old village in Tremblant called Resto Pub Au Coin.
A pub?
Yeah. And this is part of his old bar.
Oh, it's a bar. Rip off the blue tarp, and sure enough, turn of the century bar sitting there. So it looks like it's got some age to it.
You have a little room there? Let me tell
There's
you.
a little piece there.
There we go. Huh?
What's it look
Not
like,
bad.
Shell?
Looks good out front.
Does it?
Yeah, and it's a nice big wide plank of mahogany.
Somebody drilled a hole for a beer keg, probably.
Yeah, for the taps.
I want that bar because we've got a use for that bar at our warehouse. They're really hard to find. There just weren't that many of them and they didn't survive. So what do you need out of that?
I think about 3.5.
350? How about 200 bucks?
How about a little bit more and we can make a deal?
How much is a little more?
2.25.
Shake the man's hand. 2.25?
Right.
Excellent. I'm happy with that.
Good, great.
No question that that's the buy of the day for us.
Well, that's fun then.
It's a hot day. It was sometimes a frustrating day.
But all in all, this turned out to be a pretty good day picking. We'll put your little guy in this at Halloween.
Nash would love that.
We should get 300 bucks for it. That's a good buy.
It's a good deal. It's a rare boat. You don't find many of them. We'll do well off it. In our warehouse, we've got a whole bunch of old country store antiques we can set up on top. And if we go to sell it, we should really be able to make some money on that.
Well, you're always smiling. I love it.
I hope so. I hope you had a great time.
Hey, we had a great time. We bought some good things. Give us a call when you come out to Calgary.
For sure. I think it was great. I had a great time. It was just a beautiful day in Mont Tremblant, and I sold some stuff, so I'm happy.
You know, that turned out pretty good, actually. I was a little frustrated early on, but the tendency when you get in that situation is to just quit. But we stuck with it, and at the end of the day, we ended up with some good pieces.
I'm with you.
Well, Sheldon, maybe you should call Keenan and see if he got that package we sent him.
Good idea.
I always wonder, what's he doing the 5 seconds before we phone him?
Hello?
Hey, Keenan.
Hey, Keenan, how are you?
Good. Just down at the warehouse.
Did you get that package we sent you?
Yeah, I did. It's really weird. It's sealed all the way around. I don't know what it is.
Well, that's your job, Keenan. You gotta find out what that box is.
Are you up to the challenge?
Oh, yeah, I'm sure I can find out what this is exactly.
Well, I can hardly wait to find out what you find out.
All right, thank you so much.
See you, Keenan.
See ya.
Oh.
By the way, do you know what that box is? Because I'm not sure what that box is.
I don't think it matters, to be honest with you. It's a box.
Hey, if we're in Quebec, you gotta go see Rob.
Yeah, he usually has some pretty good leads.
He has good stuff himself.
Wonder if he's still got that creepy doll, Clarice. He said he'd never get rid of her. Oh, there she be. Can hardly wait to see what he's got.
Let's go see Rob. Hey, Rob.
Hey, Sheldon, how you doing, man? Welcome back.
Thank you.
Hey, Scott.
Good to see you.
How are you?
Beer me.
Dude?
Sure.
Right on, hang on.
Have you been out there finding stuff?
Oh, man, I have found some really cool stuff. I've been collecting, buying, picking for probably 30 years. The kind of stuff that catches my eye tends to be mid-century modern, folk art, oversized stuff. It just kind of makes my boat float.
Let's see what you got.
Sure, come on upstairs.
All right.
Love what you've done to the bar.
Thanks. Built in 1898. This bar is historic. It's one of the oldest continuously run bars in Canada. The railroad came through Hudson about 1890. The hotel followed.
Oh, look at this.
What's your step?
Man, if you were building in a walk-in cooler.
I'm looking at the cowboy boots.
Sorry. Keep your eye on the ball here.
Yeah, a little too big for me.
I got this really cool 1920s canoe. Excellent patina to it.
She's got a boyfriend.
Yeah. We call him Pat.
Why are you keeping this horrific little thing?
Would you dare get rid of it? A relationship based on fear is a good thing, I guess.
Rob has a technique. He'll give Scott a beer, and then he'll throw $1 or $2 in. He's wandering all over the place, where I'm here on a picker mission.
I'm drinking, he's focused.
That's a nice canoe.
It does need some work. I mean, you can see...
That's the understatement of the decade. Yeah. I'm not sure you do any work.
I think this kind of piece, you just hang it as is.
What would you want out of it, Rob?
$450?
Boy, that's sounding not too bad.
But we got to negotiate. If we ground you down to $350, would you go there?
$375?
Done.
All right, sold it.
Now we're paddling along. Not in the best condition, but at $375, just a dynamite price.
What about the Oka sign?
No railway sign?
Oh, yeah, it's the real deal.
And it's like infamous Oka from the standoff and everything?
Just
right
down the road.
river.
What would you need out of it?
I would need like $500 for that.
That's a big hit on that. That's I don't want to sell that piece price.
Yeah, that's a special piece.
Okay, here's the deal. If we come back here next year and it's still there,
Okay.
we get it for $200. So you better hang it up downstairs where it belongs.
It's a deal.
It's ours for 200.
I can deal with that.
Okay, show us some more stuff. Oh, look at this stuff.
Rob, you've been busy.
Oh, yeah.
Rob's got a real eye, really funky designer stuff. That's what the market's looking for today, so we're hoping we can pick up some stuff from him that we can turn over at a profit.
Scott and I see a lot of trunks, but not too many in cowhide with studs.
Any good arch top or humpback trunk is worth $100.
Leather on the edges, nice and studded.
Yeah, somebody pimped it all up, right? This is all added later. You cover it in cowhide and it's gonna be worth more, but the brass buttons on the top of it to personalize that trunk, that's what turns it into almost a piece of folk art.
Well, I think this one comes from the 1870s, based on this double lock hardware here.
Gotta ask, what do you need out of that, Rob?
I'm looking for about $450.
Well, it's really folky. The only problem is I think that's about what
we're gonna
get out of it.
Yeah.
I'd grind you at $250.
3 1/4?
$275.
Three.
Sold it.
Not sure if that was a good deal or not. Okay, let's keep looking.
Oh, I love the bowling pin. Feels like you on a
Shabby chic.
Sunday morning.
We weeble, but we won't fall down.
Everybody needs one of those at some point in their life.
Came out of Montreal. This woman bought a house, and she found it on the roof. Seriously. I kind of like it the way it is in its shabby state.
Yeah, it's sort of fun.
Yeah.
How much, Rob?
Shaped like me, too.
$100? 75?
75. 75 it is.
I was going 50.
You were going the wrong way.
You know who to play ball with.
Whoa! Right in front of me is a massive Smokey the Bear sign. Where did you get this?
Isn't that fantastic?
That cool?
Yeah.
Whoa! Rob's got an absolutely killer Smokey the Bear sign. Would have been just outside a national park, so that when you were coming into the park, you'd understand that you had to take care.
I got that from a forest ranger. This sign goes back around the 60s. And the Smokey Bear campaign started in 1944, just after Japanese soldiers had breached the Oregon coast, and they were sending in balloons full of gasoline to try and start forest fires to terrorize West Coast Americans.
I never heard that before.
Huge campaign, only you can prevent forest fires. And it was so popular with the kids, they were getting over 3 million pieces of mail a year. They gave Smokey his own zip code.
Is this tape? No.
No, that's the only flaw. But the beauty about this piece is it's been in this forest ranger's barn for the last 20 years, so it doesn't have excessive wear.
That is a great thing. It's everything you're looking for. That is the corner piece to a Smokey the Bear collector's collection. We have to have that piece. So what would you need out of that?
A lot.
What's a lot?
1,500.
That's a lot. That's a lot. I think we might be able to sell it for 1,500 bucks. Maybe even a little more if we got lucky.
I've never seen one. Have you ever seen one? Nope. I can't even find one that's been sold.
I mean, it's a great thing.
Rob wants 1,500 for Smokey, which isn't astronomical. But hey, we're pickers. We're gonna come back.
I mean, we'd love to be into it for like 500, but that ain't gonna happen.
No.
Sometimes you just want to anchor your position for bargaining purposes because you think it might go back a few times. So if they start a little higher than you want to go, you just go right to the bottom. See, I'd go $1,000 on it, for sure. I think that's a good buy for us, and it's probably you're making a bit of money off it, too. That sign was not leaving this area unless it was in our truck. What the heck is going on? Did you sneak them in behind our backs or what?
I don't even know what she does.
You're being followed, Scott.
Wow, she is ugly.
What's the story on the seating here, Rob? There's a bank of red sports seats. We grew up in an era where those seats were in every arena.
These come out of the Le Colisée in Quebec City.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they redid the the seats a few years ago.
That's Jean Beliveau,
Yeah.
Guy Lafleur country, isn't it?
Well, they call the Colisée the house that Beliveau built because when he played with the Aces, it was full every night. And then Guy Lafleur made his mark there, obviously, in 1970.
Yeah.
And also Lafleur played for the Nordique, remember?
Right. I've never met anyone in my life that doesn't love Guy Lafleur.
All right, well, I'm afraid to ask after such a great story.
Well, Guy's getting back, and he said that he would come sign them.
Oh, wow. Well, that makes a difference.
Guy Lafleur played for the Nordiques while people were sitting in those seats. More importantly, though, they were sitting in those seats when Quebec and Montreal had those infamous brawls in the 80s. So what would you sell them for signed?
I'd say a G for Guy.
A G for Guy. There's Habs fans everywhere, but especially in Calgary and especially for a good historic seats like those.
So let's cut to the chase. Rock bottom price for us two Alberta boys who you used and abused so many times. So rock bottom Calgary pickers.
$800, $200 a chair.
Signed.
Signed.
Done.
Go Guy.
That's a great deal for us. There are a ton of Guy Lafleur fans in Calgary.
One of my favorite spaces anywhere in Canada is Rob's Little Home Theater. I love this place.
Isn't this cool?
I've always wanted one of these things.
Oh, hang on. I got a phone call coming in. Hello? Yeah, they're here now. Actually, you guys downstairs? Why don't I bring them down? I'm sure they'd love to see their stuff. We'll be right down. A couple of pickers have just dropped by.
Are we gonna get to pick the pickers?
Absolutely.
Let's go.
All right. Let's go. Richard, how you doing, man? So the guys wanted to come check out your stuff.
Oh, that's good. I brought a few surprises.
Sheldon?
Sheldon.
Nice to meet you.
Same
Hey,
here.
Scott, what do we got here, Richard?
We've got all kinds of things. Open hatches. Today I brought mostly pine furniture and a few odd things too. Just a bit of everything.
Where are you finding this stuff, Richard?
All over the place. Auctions, you know, flea markets.
We have a little more trouble with painted stuff out west than you guys do here.
Well, in Quebec, if you want to sell them, you need color.
What about the hutch at the back?
That one there, I need about $13.50 on it. But it's a pre-1820 piece.
I can see the value. Scott and I both love Quebec painted furniture, but we've tried it on several occasions and stalled.
I mean, it's one of those ones that I got a feeling I'd be ending up married to myself. But let's see what else you got in the back of the truck.
All right.
Oh, that's cool. A piece of advertising. I open up a box and find an old store display. Would have sat on the counter of a bar to advertise Stewart's Scotch whiskey. What would you want for the little Scotch?
75?
How about 50 bucks?
Meet me halfway.
60 bucks.
You got a deal. There you go.
Okay. That's a really good little piece and good condition.
What about the little trunk? Just a carpenter's box, isn't it, Richard?
Actually, that would be for an engineer or
Right.
a surveyor.
Yeah. Probably was fitted originally.
Yeah.
What do you want for that?
150?
I'm thinking 75.
Oh!
We gotta haul this back to Alberta and then make a bit of profit
Oh,
on it.
I've been there. It's a long way from home.
It is, isn't it?
100. Take her home.
85.
Oh, okay.
85 it is. Good.
Your dad loved a good pipe, didn't he, Shell?
He did. Probably part of the reason he's no longer with us.
Richard's got a little bag of pipes. There's about a dozen in there. Does that one go in this one? There are a certain segment of collectors that have pipe stands that are missing one or two pipes. So you can sell them for $10 a piece all day long. Nothing overly starry there. What do you sell your pipes for?
$60 for the whole thing.
Problem is you buy these cheap at garage sales, right? How about 40 bucks? That's my top knot.
I'll take 40 for the whole stand.
Okay, yeah, 40 for all the pipes. Perfect, we got a deal.
There you go.
Oh, yeah. Richard's got a nice Quebec folk art carving. Hey, Richard, what can you tell me about the caribou?
A carver from Saint-Jean-Port-Joli. His name is Denis Dubé. His father and 2 uncles were famous animal carvers in Quebec.
I've seen the name before. I really like that piece, and I think Scott and I should drive away with it. What would you want for it?
$250.
Boy, I like that, but that's just a bit too much. Do you have a little room?
Talk to me. I'm listening.
Let's say 2.
Okay.
All right, done.
Good price.
I'm delighted. What's the story on the chair, Richard? Wedged in the back is a good armchair. It's carved, upholstered, in not bad condition.
I saw that in the garage sale. I liked it and I bought it.
That isn't a bad chair, is it?
Yeah.
That's a beautiful chair.
What'd you pay? Garage sale.
I paid $175.
Ooh, I don't think it's a lot more than you'd like to pay for
You
it.
stepped up, didn't you?
Good quality, very well made.
It's very similar to chairs that I see in a large hotel.
Definitely.
Does a small man like me look impressive in it? That's the question.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. You are becoming.
The king of
You are
Alberta.
becoming in that chair. So can we give you a little profit, 200?
Okay.
Good. Good.
Thank you.
I think that's a good chair at 200, and we'll use it before we sell it.
What do you need out of your jacket?
Careful, he's gonna like your truck, too.
Today was a beautiful experience. Challenging but fun. If there was no challenge, it would break the business.
I think we got one more.
Oh, do we have somebody else?
Yeah, there's another guy.
Oh, let's go. We'll be right back.
This just keeps getting better. Rob tells us he's got another friend that showed up with stuff in a van.
Hey, Chuck, this is Sheldon.
Hey, Sheldon.
Scott,
meet
how
you.
are you? Nice to meet you. What do you got for us?
Eclectic mix. I've been collecting good 25 years. Mostly eclectic things, oddities.
What's the economy?
It's some kind of grinder of some sort. They thought it'd be a kind of a cool...
So you drop something in there.
The mail.
Yeah, it does look like that, but you know what? That's that's like a farm implement of some sort.
Huh?
The price was right, so I liked it.
Not bad.
Hey, Sheldon, your favorite movie. Ready?
Wow.
First thing I pull out is I don't know what to say. It's a Saturday Night Fever special poster.
Doesn't get any better than that.
That is display also. That is not something that was sold to the public.
So how much would John Travolta be?
What are you doing?
$80.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I think I'm way below that.
Yeah?
Yeah, as much as my wife will tell you I'm a great dancer, I'm not in it at $80.
Chuck, how much do you want for the tobacco fume?
$100.
Now we're getting close.
Yeah,
How's
that's the real
50?
deal. Oh, 80.
It's in pretty tough shape.
Yeah, but great subject.
Indeed.
Great subject.
60.
75. There's my hand. Right there it is. There it is.
65. 65 it is.
All right.
Done.
I'm a little optimistic now that Sheldon's pulled the trigger on a deal. Maybe I can find something to buy.
How would you like those?
They're wild.
They're Bobby Orr.
Oh, they're
Can
Bobby
you
Orr?
imagine
Okay.
that Bobby Orr put his name
Oh,
on those ugly skates?
Oh, wait, what's that? Nice little folk art plane.
Oh, yeah. Little model balsa wood carving. Nice little piece.
You don't see planes too often.
This is sort of fun.
Chucky's got a candlestick phone. And Scott and I see them all the time. They're good sellers. But this one is special. It's got a little metal box on it that you would drop a nickel in. A payphone of sorts, a really early one. What do you want for it?
$250.
Holy smokes,
Well,
really?
that is an early payphone. That's got to be good.
I don't feel like gambling that much today. So I thought, well, I'll lighten the load, perhaps. Well, you got a couple sort of incidental things.
What's incidental?
I love that. I would have used that line myself. An incidental is defined as something you throw into a deal when the person that's selling something else wants way too much money for it.
What would you think about 200 for the plane and the phone?
No.
Definitely not 200.
Definitely, I'm not making anything there.
So what do you say?
$275.
Well, Sheldon, I got a couple little
Right.
throw-ins here.
There's some Bakelite here,
It's
right,
all
Scott?
Bakelite.
Look
You
at
got
this stuff careful.
kind of a nice napkin ring.
Yeah.
How do I look?
It's you.
I think so, too.
That's you, man. I wish I had a white suit.
So, what was your number on
those
All right,
two.
all
Two and
right.
a quarter.
That was, look, I got to get at least $150 for the Bakelite and
$250
with
for this.
$275 with that. No,
I get
no,
the
no.
glasses though, too.
Okay, no, you don't get the glasses too.
Come on. You're gonna throw the Bobby Orr skates in.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. Just so I'm clear, $275.
150, and these are free.
Yeah.
They're
Whoa.
wonderful, aren't they? I mean, who wouldn't want a pair of red and blue skates?
So, I think we should take that back to Alberta. Even
I
though-
agree.
What do you think?
70.
70, and you throw in my buddy's cool glasses.
Oh,
I thought I already bought them.
no way.
I gotta buy
No
them
way.
again?
Yeah, all right.
Done.
Thank you.
So what did I
And-
pay for the glasses, just out of curiosity?
You have a nominal fee.
Okay.
What was it? Incidental. Okay. Yeah. They are professional at throw-ins.
I think we need a beer, don't you?
I definitely need a beer.
I think this calls for a cold, refreshing brew.
Today was great. We were doing fine with our old buddy Rob.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
And then all of a sudden, we've got 2 more guys, bought a bunch more stuff.
You know, you guys look a lot better with these on.
This is their 3rd time here. I think we have a similar interest in things.
Oh, yes.
How's that?
You look like you
Paul
should be a Devo.
Oh, that's disgusting. I love it. I think it's great.
That's a trunk we should easily get $600 for. Yeah, it's sort of fun. We can sell it for $500. That is a great thing. We're gonna at least double our money on that.
Well, guys, another great day.
Always a lot of fun, Rob.
Always a pleasure. You always wear us out and you always take all our money.
Oh, well, I think it works both ways. All
Okay,
right, guys.
thanks, Rob.
again,
All right.
Rob. Go find some good stuff.
Don't worry. The day was great. Had a blast. See you guys. I didn't think that they'd be buying this much, and I would definitely do it again. Yeah, why not?
Hey, well, wasn't that a day picking?
Always a great day picking with Rob.
And those contacts, Richard and Chuck?
3 characters there.
Yeah.
3 loads of good stuff, all different stuff. That's what I like. Everyone we deal with is going to be happy with what we found today. So I'm actually riding a bit of a high right now.
Me too. Let's call Keenan.
Why did you have to mention his name?
Hello?
Keenan. Hi, Keenan. How are you?
Good, just squeezing a couple rounds in on the bag here and then back to work.
So how'd you make out with that mystery box?
Oh, I'm kind of chasing in circles, it feels like. I found around a few people. Definitely some kind of storage compartment.
Well, you know, given that it's a box, I think it probably would stand to reason it's a storage compartment.
I guess so, but you know, I've tried a couple different things in it. I tried some puppies, and then I put baseballs and tennis balls. I walked on a basketball. But I do have some good news for you guys. That Texaco sign you had, I was looking through this thing you got on the desk over here, on a wheel kind of thing, like an old school phone book, it looks like.
You're talking about my Rolodex.
Your what?
It's the one with the cards in it, right?
Yeah, I guess if it's the Royal. Well, there's a guy here that says Kim, advertising and specializes in oil and gas. So I gave him a shout. Does it ring a bell?
Yeah, well, that's my buddy Kim. Is he coming over to look at it, or has he already come?
No, he said that he's gonna come over and do an appraisal.
Oh, okay, good. Excellent. Yeah. Well, look, we'll keep in touch with you.
Sounds good. Hello?
Keenan?
Hello?
Keenan?
Hello?
He's gone.
In more ways than one. What's that truck up there? Look at it.
Yeah, he's got some stuff in the back.
Stacked up high.
A couple chairs.
Sheldon and I are driving along. We're looking for a house to knock at or a barn, and we see a truck up ahead of us that's got some stuff in the back.
Oh, that's a 7-Up sign.
What's that underneath? There's something underneath.
Is that a sign?
I'm gonna get closer. Let me get closer. Oh, that's a mobile sign.
Oh, it is too, isn't it? Lying flat.
Yeah, that is an unbelievable sign. Incredibly hard to come by. Look at the size of that thing. Oh, he's turning in. He's turning in. Let's follow him.
Bonjour, Scott.
Scott, how are you?
This is Sheldon.
Sheldon.
Who are you?
Trent.
concern there. You're following me.
We get that all the time.
Yeah.
We're stalking you.
What do you got here? What's the story?
Well, I got some stuff. My wife and I are downsizing. The kids moved out. Going around a couple of the shops in town to see if people are interested in picking it up.
Can we take a look?
Absolutely. I really like gas signs and folk art, old, unique pieces of furniture.
Is it all for sale?
It's all for sale.
Trent's easy to get along with, and he wants to sell his stuff. I'm just hoping his things are in good condition.
Stop signs sort of cool. Remember they used to have these in the, I think they still do in Banff National Park.
Got both languages.
Yeah, bilingual. Yeah, that's old. They don't have those anymore here. They got just that at.
I sort of like this one, though, if I can get it out. The one piece he had in there that I thought was better than average was the rocking chair. Nice slat back on it, a little odd compared to ones you usually see.
Twig chair.
Yeah, but it's a nice little
Nice
oddball
twig.
rocker.
Yeah.
Pretty classy, all handmade.
I think that's one we should own. What would you want for that?
Oh, I'm looking for like 50 bucks.
I'd rather be in it at 25.
Yeah, I can't do that. I would say, look like nice guys. How about 35?
35 done.
Hey, he's just softened us up.
Yeah,
Sheldon.
exactly.
Yeah, I see. Bullshit comes in both French and English. At $35, that's golden. Oh, we should have that, don't you think?
I think that's a good one.
Cul-de-sac? What do you need out of the cul-de-sac sign?
Oh, I'd be looking at 30 bucks.
Yeah, I'd be looking at 5.
Okay, you want 5, I'll go 10.
15.
Sounds like an
Done.
auction sale.
Sold.
We've only passed about 2,000 cul-de-sac signs in the last few days. Couldn't turn another one down for 15 bucks.
This
An old 7-Up sign.
Yeah, it's ridden hard and put away wet.
Hasn't been shot at, though, I don't think.
You mean that rust isn't bullet holes?
It's either rocks or 22s, but here, I'll give you that thing. It's a beater. I'm handing stuff back, but I'm eyeing them up real quick and noticing that they're not in great nick. All I'm concentrating on is the sign that's under the stuff. Now, the pièce de résistance.
Yes.
Trent's got a 1957 Mobile Gas Pegasus Flying Horse die-cut sign.
I don't think there's anybody in town that would even be interested in this, but I thought I'd take it out, see if I could find somebody to buy it.
Well, I think lots of people would be interested in it. It's just that nobody would pay anything for it.
Yeah.
Would have sat up on the side of a dealership, would have had a bottom part that said Mobile Gas underneath it.
Yeah, yeah.
That's killer for a bunch of reasons. It's porcelain, it's oil and gas, it's die cut, and it's in pretty good condition for a sign of that age.
Pretty good condition. That was the key.
It's too bad. I had a whole bunch of gas signs, but another collector came along recently and...
Didn't take this one, though.
Didn't want this. He said it was too big. His wife would kill him.
Oh.
If he'd had it.
Nice piece, though. What do you need out of it?
I think it's worth, you know, I've been online there, like $2 grand.
$2 grand.
I mean, that's like, you know, my top dollar.
Yeah, that's retail.
What do you
I mean, I'd be happy at $1 grand.
$1,000.
I'm not trying to insult you, but I mean, we got to make some money off this.
No, it's worth more than $1,000. How about 1,500?
Still don't think that leaves us enough profit in there.
Yeah, you got to ship it all the way back. Well,
yeah, we'll have to try and see if we can get it in the van. But how about 1,100?
Why don't we split the difference on the last offer? Go for $1,250. Would you do that?
I think we can do that. I think we can do that, Joe. I think we can do that.
Good. Hey, thanks a lot. Excellent.
There's nothing better than getting a great piece when you didn't think you were going to get anything. I think that's going to look really good. We got a red warehouse with a white wall on the inside of it. I think that'll look great right on the wall.
I hope we can wedge it in the truck.
All of the planets aligned there because we saw a guy that had great stuff in the back of his truck. He wanted to sell it. So we bought the best things that we could find. He got some money, works for everybody.
She's in.
She's in and she almost lays flat.
Doesn't get any better than that.
No, that's a nice chair, I like that. We'll double our money on that, no problem. We're gonna put that on the outside of our warehouse so that people can't get out. There we go, perfect. That's a great deal. Easy $2 grand for us, maybe more. That was great, thank you.
Pleasure doing business with you guys. Thank you very much.
Go find us some more stuff. We'll be back.
All right, I will.
Anything big and bold and red, we buy.
Sounds good.
Okay, thanks a lot,
Nice
guys.
meeting you.
Take care.
Yeah.
Nice guys, really good guys. Thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. It's really weird to be here in Mont Tremblant, have a couple of cowboys pull me over and come and buy a bunch of my stuff. I'm surprised, but I really liked it.
That's one of the best signs I've seen in a long time.
Unbelievable.
That was a great little willow chair. And you know what? We spent $1,300 maybe, but it was in, out, quick. Unbelievable.
Hey, Keenan.
Hey, guys.
We're just back from the trip.
Good to see you, bud.
Yeah. I see you got the mystery box.
I got the mystery box.
Did you figure it out?
No, I can't give you a 100% answer.
Can you give us a 10% answer?
I'll give you a 10% answer. I'm thinking it's a home-built treasure box because it's completely sealed, minus one spot where it comes open, just held in by a couple screws that are a little bit out of the way.
How's it a treasure box? I don't get that.
Because this is so hidden that people can't see it, that you can put some valuables in there.
Well, they just unscrew the top and take it off.
I just thought maybe, you know, out of sight, out of mind.
It's definitely old. The patina is all right and hand-forged. Somebody spent a lot of time and effort.
Who knows?
The mystery continues. Keep working on that, Keenan.
Thanks, guys. Oh, I think that's Kim.
Kim? It's one thing for Keenan to tell me he's got Kim coming down, but to actually have Kim show up means he's done something right.
Just in here.
Hey, Kim. Good to see you.
You too.
Kim's been dealing in oil and gas memorabilia for decades. He's seen every kind of sign under the sun. That's the Texaco sign. So he's got a good idea of what that sign's going to be worth.
That's the one you want appraised?
Yeah. Hey, Sheldon, I got something to pass down to you. We bought that as part of a package for $1,000.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
At Lawrence Place, right outside Moose Jaw.
Nice Texaco die-cut sign. I think it's 1936.
Have you seen this sign before?
I have seen them before, more in the US than in Canada. Condition is actually really good. The sign is rare. The die cut adds to some value because it's basically shaped like an oil can. It's not your regular rectangular or square sign. But yeah, based on the condition, I would put a value on that of $1,200 to $1,500.
Seriously? Fantastic.
Honestly. This is great.
Oh.
It's a nice sign.
Yeah, we thought it was good. We didn't know it was that good.
That's excellent. That confirms how great a buy that was.
Thanks a lot, Kim.
Thank you, guys.
See you, Kim.
Okay. You bet.
This was an amazing appraisal, and Keenan said it all together. Keenan, thank you very much.
No problem.
He did well. There is hope. Let's get picking.
Okay.
Whoa, some big horns.
That's a hunk of gold.
That's 3 ounces.
That guy's got more gold around his neck and his fingers than a rap artist in Chicago.
But it's kind of a neat atlas.
Is it all there?
Are you all there?
No, that's why I'm doing this for a living. 2 sour toe cocktails.
You can drink it fast, you can drink it slow. Either way, your lips must touch that toe.
I'm not traveling with you anymore.
I'm Scott Cousins.
I'm Sheldon Smithens.
And we're pickers.
See that fork in the road? Take it. We travel all over Canada.
Looking for hidden gems in basements, attics, and barns. For me, it's all about the thrill of the hunt. Oh man, we might have hit the mother lode here. I like to move fast. I can always find something we can make a profit on.
I thought I'd seen it all, Scott. I'm looking for that one-of-a-kind item that has its own story to tell. Just like the people we meet, every story is different. It's not junk to us.
Man, I love being back in the Yukon again.
It's so beautiful here.
So much history here. A lot of times we forget that we got a gold rush history in Canada too.
1898, guys having to climb up the pass. They made them bring up enough supplies for a year.
Yeah.
Just unbelievable.
I can hardly wait to get up to Dawson, though, and have a sour toe cocktail.
What's that all about?
You never heard of a sour toe cocktail? Originally, it started because a guy lost his toe to frostbite. So they put it in alcohol, and then whenever you came in, you'd have a drink with the toe. Over time, the original toe got swallowed.
Oh.
So then they were looking for new toes.
You're making this up.
No, this is true. So now there's still miners and trappers that get frostbite, lose a toe. They donate their toes. I think there's like 5 toes and there may be a thumb right now. I'm thinking you should go in and ask for a Singapore sling with a toe, please.
I'd rather have a Caesar with a celery to stir the toe around with.
For 20 bucks, not only will I drink it, but I'll put the toe in my mouth.
Oh. All right, you're on. I want to see that toe in between your lips.
We're gonna go to the Gold Rush and we're gonna meet my brother Mike there. My brother's been up here for about 20 years. I told him to try and track some leads down for us. Hopefully he's found something.
All right, let's go meet Mike.
Hey, good to see you.
Sheldon,
Hey,
good to see you.
Mike.
I'm Scott's older brother. Get out of my beer. He's been doing that forever.
Yeah, that's good.
I used to set gopher traps in the yard and chase him around the yard and try and get him to step in them. And many other bigger brother things that are probably not appropriate.
So did you find anything for us?
You can head up towards Dawson.
I'd love to do that.
There are so many people up there that have all kinds of great items. They're a little reluctant to part with them, so you're gonna have to put on your best display of charm.
We'll try to be persuasive.
Yeah, people here are not easy. They're gonna be tough, they're gonna make them work for it. If you can get some of these Yukon treasures out of some of these people, you're doing a good thing.
Anything else?
There's one guy, Gold Nuggie Douggee.
Gold Nuggie Douggee?
Gold Nuggie Douggee used to own this place we're sitting here having beers in. When he had this place, it was packed with all kinds of great things. And when he sold the place, he took the best stuff with him.
Oh, okay. So where is he?
About 40 minutes out of town here.
Gold Nuggie Douggee, I love it.
He's been around forever, a bit of a legend in this part. He could have a pretty good cross-section of stuff for us.
Right in the bush here.
Oh, here it is right here.
No trespassing. Survivors will be prosecuted.
It's obvious that Gold Nuggie Dougie's been amassing stuff for decades. Wow. We're hoping that we find 1 or 2 good nuggets in there.
Hey, you must be Doug.
Yes. And you must be Sheldon?
I'm Sheldon.
Scott, how are you?
So they call you Gold Nuggie Douggee.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Right off the bat, I can tell Douggee is quite a character.
There's a long story behind that one.
Yeah?
That goes back to the first one.
So how long did you have the hotel for in Whitehorse?
27 and a half years. I come up here because I loved outdoors, especially when the sun comes out. Makes my gold shine.
That's a hunk of gold.
That's 3 ounces.
And that came out of the ground as 1 nugget?
That's exactly the way they come out, yeah. And that's the shape of the Yukon. And the diamond there is for Whitehorse, the diamond there is for Dawson City.
So if we were to, pull out a revolver and try and take that off you, what would we be getting in terms of dollars?
You'd probably get your throat slashed.
And I was a little nervous with that knife he's got in his belt. Isn't that against the law?
That's for my own protection, yeah. That's 1 ounce of chunky nuggets.
Those are all indivital nuggets?
Those are all individual. That's what you call a chunky nugget. This is finer nugget here. That's what nugget inlay. These are all individual nuggets. Same on the watch, all the way around.
That guy's got more gold around his neck and his fingers than a rap artist in Chicago. So what's the story with all this stuff?
When I come north and I started collecting, people were just walking over it, and it was being thrown in the dump. When they walked away from these mines, they left everything, and it was there for the taking. I collected a lot of this stuff before they come out with the law that you cannot remove or touch any of the stuff anymore. If you find it, you can take a picture of it and leave it.
But we can buy from you and take back.
Yeah. At one time, the government wanted me and another friend to inventory all this stuff, and I guess you know what I told them. I have a noose hanging up here on a tree, and everybody said, what's that for? And I said, that's for politicians if they show up here.
You got an airplane prop here, Dougie.
I think it's original. It's not like it's been chopped off or anything.
It's got repainted.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Several times. The one the market really wants is wood and much longer. But this one's old and it's a character piece. Something you'd part with?
Probably, yeah.
What would you want for it?
I want a fortune, but you tell me what it's worth and then we'll negotiate.
You want a fortune?
Tell us what a fortune is.
Well, that'd be a fortune if the plane came with it, I guess.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. I'm thinking it should be worth 600.
See, I think we'd probably sell that.
For what, 1,000?
No, I don't think we'd get much more than 4 for that.
I'd rather be into it for 3.
$350? The best part of negotiating is going to see who's going to be the winner.
3 1/4? All right. Okay.
Now I broke the ice with you.
Yeah. Now we're flying. You've been accumulating for a while.
Taking a lot of years.
One of the problems with trying to pick up in the Yukon is stuff has been hung outside, it's deteriorated.
This little guy lost his face. I see a few mounted things, but they're all chewed up.
Unfortunately, we got squirrels around here and birds, and they nibble away at this stuff.
Yeah, man, the animals have taken a toll on that.
The moose lost his snout.
That actually came out of the old White Horse Inn. I stayed in the White Horse Inn when I first came up here in 1968. $3 a night, and I had my first wife with me, and she slept on the floor, and I slept on the bed because it was a single little tiny spring
Just a second.
mattress.
She slept on the floor, you
'Cause
slept on the bed.
I was working.
And you're no longer together, I guess, right?
No, she didn't like sleeping on the floor.
I don't take my relationship advice from Gold Nuggie Dougie or anybody like him.
I'm gonna wander back this way a little bit.
Okay.
I'm not seeing much more that I want on that wall, so I start heading back towards another little area. Hey, Dougie, are you selling your Wells Fargo sign?
Well, the price is right.
There's a great Wells Fargo porcelain flange sign, double-sided. That one's probably from the 40s or 50s maybe, but maybe a little earlier.
I'm thinking earlier.
That's not a sign you see every day. What would you want for that?
I'd probably have to get about $250 for that.
It's pretty cool. So if I try you on at $150, are we gonna settle at $2?
Well, I was going to be more happy at 2 1/4.
2 1/4?
Yeah.
I'll do 2 1/4.
Thank
No
you.
problem.
Okay.
I thought Dougie's prices were very fair. You got good stuff.
You got fun stuff.
Yeah.
I'd drink a lot of whiskey to get some of this stuff back in the day. If you were a drinker and I wanted something, I knew how to get it. We worked hard, we drank hard. And that's when we started negotiating the stuff that we wanted. Of course, I watered my drinks down. So when they fell off the chair, I knew I won.
I think there's more characters per square mile in the Yukon than anywhere else I've ever been.
Colorful 5% lives up here.
There's no attraction for the dull 95% up in the Yukon, is there? It's
No.
always the colorful 5%.
I don't think my brother's that interesting, and he lives up here. How do we get in your box there?
Scott and I are always looking for showcases. Anything that we can display our goods in and put a price tag on.
I'm gonna come over here and see if I can peek through the side and see what's here. I'm a bit of a crow. I love little shiny things, and that showcase was filled with little shiny things. There's not much in there that's of big value, but it's sort of fun the way it sits.
Old pocket watches.
Yeah.
Shaving straight razors and stuff in there.
What would you sell the cabinet for and everything in it?
Scott, I love the way you think.
You make me an offer the way it sits, and it's yours.
Every now and then, you just gotta try somebody on. Just out of curiosity, just throw us a number out. When I first asked him what he'd want for the case and the contents, I wouldn't have been surprised if he'd have said $500.
$150. That's, you can't resist that.
God,
now.
you're getting tempting here.
Yeah, that is tempting.
Do we need it for 100?
I guess we're stuck on that 100 1/4, aren't we?
I don't know, Shell. I think for 100 1/4, we can't not buy it. I'd have paid that much for the cabinet, let alone everything in it. I like this. What do I see when I look down? A bear trap.
That was the last politician that walked into the hotel.
It's a nice little trap, probably somewhere around 100 years old. It's a new house, good maker.
Yeah.
I don't like the idea of a bear trap, but I love the look of a bear trap. So what would you want for a good bear trap like that?
Well, I'd say we're going to have a couple hundred for that one.
At $200, I can't even negotiate. That's just a fair price. Shake the man's hand. 200 bucks? Done.
Thank you.
All right, we get to
Love
keep
a good bear
we
trap.
get to keep the boot.
We got the boot with it. It's gonna take a fatter man than me to stand on that trap to get the boot out. Anytime I buy a bear trap, that makes my day. So this was a great day for me with Gold Nuggie Dougie. We should be able to double on that, maybe even triple on a good day.
I think we should be able to easily get 500 for the airplane propeller.
That's not a sign you see every day. We should be able to double up on that, no problem at all. Hey, Dougie, that was great.
Well, it was a pleasure, you guys.
Great meeting you.
We bought a few good things at very favorable prices, but the best part was meeting Gold Nuggie Douggee. And you ever get south to Alberta, you come look us up.
Alberta, that's on the other side of the mountain?
You are a character, bud.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would be more than happy to meet with Scott and Sheldon again. They were very reasonable.
Hey, that was fun, Gold Nuggie Douggee. I loved it.
A bear trap?
Yeah. And an airplane prop.
We're golden, so to speak.
A couple of nuggets.
Look at this great moose land over there. And this is wild country.
Skinny little trees.
The pristine beauty. You don't see development everywhere.
It's still pristine.
So we're going to go see Russ today. Apparently he's got property with a bunch of sheds on it filled with stuff. At one time he was a bit of a buyer and seller. So this may be like a closed up shop that's been closed up for decades.
He sounds like a guy that might be really motivated.
We shouldn't be too far away.
Just a little bit off the beaten path.
Just a bit. I'm a little uncertain as we're coming in here because we're in the middle of nowhere. And I'm wondering, why would anyone have a bunch of stuff out here?
I can see why he closed the store. Like you didn't get a lot of drive-by traffic.
There it is.
Oh yeah, and he's got some gear there.
There seems to be a bit of a theme in the Yukon. Decorate the outside of your log cabin with all kinds of traps and mining gear. And I'm hoping there's as much stuff on the inside.
I bet that's Russ right there.
Scott and Sheldon, I take it.
Nice to meet you.
Glad to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you.
A little slice of paradise you live in.
That it is.
You spent your whole life here?
That I have.
So we noticed you got a few things hanging around.
You guys want to take a look?
Sure, where do you want to go first?
Let's go to the cabin.
Okay.
Now, I noticed you're a hunter. Got a few mounts hanging around.
Hunter and trapper by trade. And
do you still trap?
You betcha. When my folks bought this property, the people there were trappers, and they had a trap line, and so I just sort of picked up where they left off and started trapping.
Russ is the real deal. He's trapped his entire life. He's fed the family off trapping. Look at the little bear carving, Sheldon.
Yeah, he's good, isn't he? The first thing that catches both Scott and I's eyes is a carved bear.
He's a California redwood.
Brought him up from California?
Yeah.
How long has this been around?
60s. They call him the smiling bear. He has a nice big broad smile on him.
And he is well carved. It's carved by hand. Whoever carved it had talent.
The lines on the eyes and the lines in the ears, that tells me that was a native that carved that bear. I take it he's got some emotional attachment.
Oh, everything does.
Your wife wouldn't kill you if you sold him?
I won't tell her if you don't.
I won't tell her for sure. What would you want for a smiling bear?
I don't know. I think the last one went for about $2,200. We can do a lot.
Really? Through the roof.
I have to confess, I've never bought one of these before.
Me neither.
It just scared me at $2,200.
I know. I kind of scared myself too, but
yeah. So what are you thinking?
9-ish we can work on, I think.
That's better than your average bear, and we want to take that bear home, but it's got to be at the right price. At 5-ish, I like him.
Well, we'll work on that.
Okay.
He's not going anywhere. He'll still be here.
Bit of a distance. I think we'll just give it a rest and come back to it later.
Well, let's go on inside,
I'm
guys.
going in. Hey, you got stuff in here.
I love it.
Walk in the door, and there's stuff everywhere.
You got a little store going on in here, don't you, Russ?
Yeah, we do.
Some things have prices, some things don't have prices on it. But nobody's been in here for a while. I can tell by the prices.
You're off the beaten path. A guy would have to be lost to happen upon you.
It's word of mouth.
I'm hoping Russ has a few good things he can sell us at a reasonable price. What can you tell me about this?
He buys every beaver we find.
I love a beaver.
He's a handsome little guy.
He really is, isn't he?
He's got beaver fever.
Yellow cedar, well-carved, good husky beaver.
He's a bit tubby. He's a little
well,
overweight.
beaver are tubby.
Yeah.
This is one late in the fall. We've been putting on fat for the winter.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's just such an iconic Canadian thing. So what would you want for him?
What did I pay for that?
Who cares?
Yeah. He looks like a $40 beaver.
Oh, no. That was the smaller ones are 40. 125.
Ooh. How about a $75 beaver?
$90 then.
$80.
85.
There's not an easy $5 to be made here. 85 it is.
Okay.
Done.
He doesn't give up easily. Every inch of ground you take, you pay for. Got a couple hickory shafted clubs here in an old bag. This one needs the black electrician's tape to be taken off of it and to have a rewrap.
That makes it authentic.
Russ has got a couple of sets of old hickory shafted golf clubs that were made probably in 1900 to 1920.
This belonged to a good friend of mine in Carcross, and him and his dad would play golf out in the sand dunes.
Is that right? Little smallest desert
Yeah,
in the world?
the smallest desert.
You're always in the sand trap in the
Yeah.
smallest desert, yeah.
Look, we got more.
No, you don't want to see the prices on that.
That's a $250 club.
Says who?
Well, I'm not sure where Russ is coming from on his pricing.
I want to know what the price is going to be today. I don't care what it was back then.
I thought he was pricing things in yen at one point there.
If you were going to sell them all, tell me what you'd want for them.
All of them?
All of them.
Each and every one?
Every one. Russ has got a couple of sets of old hickory shafted golf clubs. What's the price today?
All of them?
All.
$480.
I'd be in at $200 on all of them.
$200 on all of them?
All of them.
Well, we'll work on that.
Okay. This is like pitched battle.
He really is a tough negotiator.
2 on 1? My God, you got to be pretty sharp.
I spotted these snowshoes here, and they're kind of an unusual pair.
That's a great set of snowshoes. It's tall, it's got a good shape, really early.
Tell you what's really unusual is the price. $350 for this pair of snowshoes? Never in the history of mankind has anybody ever paid $350 for snowshoes.
Is that just for one or both of them?
He is trouble, this man.
I think we've met our match, Scott.
I'm able to hold my own with the best of them.
I mean, they're good. There's no question about it. They're good. I want the snowshoes, but I don't want them at anywhere near that price. What's your blown out price on them?
Bottom snowshoe price, $125.
Russ is inconsistent as a negotiator. Sometimes he takes a hard position. Other times he just gives stuff away reasonably cheap. See, now we're getting down where it's interesting to us at $125. He's got high prices on things, but he's prepared to come way down. I don't know, Shell, I'd step up for 100 for those.
115, they're yours.
Sounds like 110.
I don't care. I can't do this anymore. It's hurting me.
Now we're talking. We're gonna do some damage here today.
Where are we going next?
Well, let's go over to the next cabin.
So this one wasn't a store?
No, this is the guest cabin. Well, come on in, guys.
Oh, this is the furniture room.
Yes.
No Velvet Elvis is back here?
No.
Check this out. It's kind of a neat atlas. It's early and it's interesting.
What year is it?
1888. Good color maps, early maps of North America.
If it's all there, you'd rebind it. If it's not all there, you just take the maps out of it. Is it all there?
Are you all there?
No. That's why I'm doing this for a living.
There's some good early Canadian maps. A lot more difficult to find the Canadian ones than it is European and even American ones. So what would you want for something like that?
$125.
Yikes. I'm out.
Come on now.
All right, $120.
50.
75 and it's yours.
60 bucks.
60 bucks.
60 it is.
We're thinking it's so far gone, we'll sell the maps individually.
You got some sheds here.
Shed horns. Those are the ones I've picked up from around the local area.
There are two types of antlers you can buy. Antlers that have been taken off an animal that's died, or antlers that are shed.
It wouldn't take much to shed that because it weighs about 15 pounds.
I imagine
one
they're-
shake at the right time, gone, right? Unless you have the licensing, you cannot buy an animal that has been shot. So we're only interested here today in antlers that have been shed. Now, have these been lacquered, or what's the
A little
coloration?
bit of black on the top just to preserve them.
Yeah.
That guy's here, he's a little different
That's
because,
unique, isn't it?
Because he's
Holy
got a
smokes.
couple deformities on him.
Yeah.
In the hunting trade, they call that an atypical rack. See, the way that's grown in like that, it's like that deviation right there is really, really strange. And that's one of the weirdest atypicals I've seen. I think it's great.
So do I.
I do too.
Fabulous.
So what would you want for that one?
150.
Ooh, jeez.
I know, but I packed that off the mountain for 2 days.
Really?
So you got nothing into it. All you got is a 6-pack of beer and a tub of chicken.
Tell you what, I'd offer you 75 bucks.
That one there, he's a little different.
How about 100 bucks?
100 bucks.
100 bucks it is.
I'm not out in the hunt for a good rack, but if I see one, it's usually big and bold.
Yeah.
Are we part of that colorful 5%?
Yeah. Where'd I leave my pistol?
We didn't finish up on that bear.
On the bear.
All the time we've been buying other stuff, I keep thinking about Smiley. We need a new mascot.
I bet he would fit right in between you two guys in the van there.
He's about the same height. He's
Yeah.
about the same width.
I'd kind of feel comfortable with the bear at 500.
Bit of a gap between us, 9 and 5.
He's stalling at $900 on it.
So where are we going with this?
I believe in the power of wearing a guy down. Mr. Bear could go south at 500.
Oh, is that right?
You don't sound convinced.
They got their little sales pitch down pat. 8, I'll do it. That's about as low as I can come down, though.
$800 is still a little more than we want to pay. How about if we take a little different tact?
Okay.
How about if we gave you 7, but you gave us the golf clubs too?
I like it.
Here, just a sec. I'm gonna go get his golf clubs. Let's see what he looks like going golfing. A set for you and a set for me.
There we go.
There we go.
Run this by me again now.
So you give us, for 700, we get the bear and the golf clubs. That's the 5 we want to pay for Smiley and the 2 we want to pay for the golf clubs.
We got to ching just a little bit more here to make Mr. Bear keep a smile on his face.
He's gonna smile no matter what, I guarantee it.
$800 for the set.
Which is pretty darn close to where we want it to be.
All right, done.
Okay, I can do that. I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty optimistic about Smiley. I think we're gonna do okay with it.
When you find really unusual ones like that,
look how thick they are.
Yeah.
For that pair, we should be able to get $175, maybe $200 out of that.
I like the little beaver, though.
I like the beaver, too. He's good. I would have thought you were beavered out by now.
Never get enough beaver.
Smiley's one of my favorite things. I love Smiley. We're gonna put that in our warehouse and we're gonna whack that at $1,200.
Okay, guys.
That was a lot of fun, Russ.
Russ, that was
You
great.
too.
Thank you very much.
Enjoyed it a lot. We had a lot of fun, and I think we both went away with a smile on our face.
Hey, that was great.
I didn't think coming down this road we were gonna find the kind of stuff we found. I love Smiley. He's a winner. Smiley is absolutely a winner. I'm sure happy we're not in a dog sled. Summer's definitely the time to visit the Yukon.
Oh, the land of the midnight sun. I love it. You can pick all day and all night. So have you given some consideration to a gift for Keenan?
A gift?
Yeah.
His
Give him a
paycheck is a gift.
I think we should encourage him. Why don't we get him a souvenir from the Yukon?
I'll keep my eyes open.
Me too.
Wow, Dawson City, Yukon.
This has got to be the most unique place I think I've ever been to.
Yeah, it's interesting the way they've done up some of these storefronts. Still got the history of the old building on them.
For that little short period right after gold was discovered, 30,000 people here. It was the largest town west of Winnipeg and north of San Francisco.
And when would that have been?
1898.
Hey, there's the downtown hotel. There's where the sourdough cocktail is.
I think we maybe should leave that for later.
You think it might throw you off your game? So I'm going to do the sour toe. Are you going to do it?
How's the toe looking?
I don't know. I haven't seen it. But depending upon the condition of the toe, for $20, I'll put it between my teeth.
You're on. That could be the best $20 I ever spent.
But in order to get me to do that, you got to at least do the sour toe. You just got to give it a little peck on its toenail. Assuming it still has a toenail.
Yeah, right.
I'm getting a distinct sense that you're going to bail on this thing.
I'm reserving judgment.
Are you a picker or a pickette? Okay, let's go picking.
I'm going to see Ed and Heidi. Ed's an old miner. I think he's got some mammoth tusks, some reclaimed miner things. Enough that I think we should go take a look.
Okay, keep our eyes peeled here.
Look at that place set back.
Oh, look at that. That's got to be it right there.
Yeah.
Let's go see Ed.
Well, how are you guys doing?
Good, how are you? Scott, how are you?
Good.
I'm Sheldon.
Hi, Sheldon.
Hello, Sheldon. I'm Heidi.
So how long have you lived here, Ed?
Well, 5 years here, but a good many years in the territory since '77. I came to the Yukon to escape the hustle and bustle of the cities. Yukon is still a free place left in this country. There's getting to be fewer and fewer, and this is one of them.
What about you, Heidi?
I've been here for about 7 years, just in the summertime.
Have you had the sourdough cocktail in Dawson?
No. No, thank you very much. Have you?
No, but Sheldon's going to have one tonight.
We got a bet on.
Oh, way to go!
Let's get picking.
Yeah, okay.
Whoa.
Incredible.
Those are some big horns. I see the biggest set of horns I've ever seen in my life, and it's pretty obvious to me that these are prehistoric. What are these off of?
They're steppe bison.
Wow.
Whoa.
These would be relative to the bison we see on the prairies, but our guys are much smaller.
These are extinct, these animals.
Yeah. What about this stuff?
Oh, it's just from all over the place.
I know Scott and I are going to head towards those horns, but first I want to see all the knickknacks on the table.
Is any of this stuff sort of historic to Dawson, or is this just stuff that was brought here?
It's all mixed. These are locks off of old cabins I've found over the years.
Oh, yeah? Where do you find this stuff?
Oh, that was mine when I was a kid. That's from the 50s.
He's sort of got a pathetic growl, doesn't he? He's an old lion. I'm just looking at the knick-knack table to sort of disguise the fact that I really love those horns.
Have you any idea what that is?
Looks like it's from some suspenders or something, or a garter.
You got it. That's,
okay.
That's a garter
That's why I
belt
was sitting there with...
from one of the Lowstown girls in 1900.
Yeah, really?
He has a very unique laugh.
Is the red light district
Yeah.
down by the river?
Yeah.
Because it wasn't accepted in Dawson to have the brothels right in town.
Well, tell us about these horns.
We had a little bit of fun looking at the doodads on the table, but it's time to get over to those 3 sets of horns.
Are they the same breed, all of them?
Yeah, these are all steppe bison.
How do you find them?
Well, I've been mining all my life, and about where the mud meets the gravel, you find these horns.
How deep down below the surface?
Well, where these come from, it's about 15 feet of mud.
That's where they're buried, so they're quite rare.
What's with the coating this one's got on it? Did you put that on?
Well, this one was broken, and if you look close, you can see the join here.
Yeah.
And I've reconstructed it to show the full size of the animal.
And there was no skull left?
No skull, no.
So this, all we got is two horns here that's original, okay.
And these others are just the way you found them?
These are the way they come out of the mud, yeah.
This is a new game for Scott and I.
And you don't need any permits or anything to own these? You just dig them up and take them?
Just dig them up and take them. It's a permit required to take them out of the country.
Yeah. So what would they sell for?
One like this or this with the complete skull is worth about $3,500.
Whoa.
When Ed quotes such a huge price, I'm thinking this might not be a deal.
So what do you sell these for?
I'd sell them for a quarter what they sell for on the market. These 2, $800 each.
Quite interesting.
I think he wants to make a deal today.
This one I've done a lot of work in, and it's really huge. I'd say $1,200 for this one.
Now we've got to start trying some tactics.
I think we're sort of out on the big one. See, I value this one less than those 2 personally, just because of the fact that there was no skull attached to it.
The size of these is remarkable.
That's why I preserved this one. It's the largest I've seen in over 30 years.
And I think you did the world a favor preserving it.
Yeah.
I'm just not sure whether or not we can sell it. That's the bigger problem.
What would you do on these 2?
The 2 smaller ones.
You gonna give us a break if we bought more than one? What would you do on these two?
The two smaller ones. Let's start with just those two.
I'd have to say I'm firm $750 each on these two.
Ed can tell our hesitation on these pieces, but I still think he wants us to buy them.
If we want to do a deal,
yeah,
there, $750, everything there, $1,500, take all of that. This is a nice piece on its own. You know, that's probably a $300, $400 touch right there.
Ed's packaging tells me that he wants them all gone, and I'm thinking we might be able to make a deal on them. We were thinking $500 a skull.
That's too low. I'd keep them.
We seem to be stalling out, so I thought, well, let's try a little bit different angle at Ed. What if we did the whole table? Would 22 do it?
It's a deal.
All right, 22 does it. We're done.
I would have gone cheaper on that, but we'll live with it.
He shook real quick. He was just waiting for a good counter offer.
I'd be happy to sell some more skulls to Scott and Sheldon, yeah, anytime.
Okay, I got mine.
Okay, let's take it your way.
Hefty.
We've heard mixed messages about whether we can get these horns out of the Yukon, but I think we're gonna go down, talk to the paleontology division, see if we can get a permit to get them out of the Yukon. Whew, this is a pig.
You think on the roof of your car is gonna work? So we're loading up in the van, and somebody pulls in a pickup truck. Hey, what you got back there?
We got goodies.
Turns out to be Ed's buddies, and they want to sell us some stuff.
Hi, Scott.
Hi, I'm Marlene.
Hi, Marlene. I'm Sheldon.
Elf.
Alf? Scott.
Hey, Alf.
We've been mining about 33 years.
We actually wash the gold out of the gravels with water.
So what'd you bring?
Whoa, that's a big one. Holy smokes. Look at that. Is that mammoth or mastodon?
Mammoth.
Man, I love the tusk. I've been looking for a mammoth tusk since we hit the Yukon. Finally, there's a big one there. So what would you sell that baby for?
Well, I would like 3,000 for it.
That's a lot. We know it's probably a good deal, but we don't have a real serious market for mammoth ivory in Calgary.
If a person did cut it up for jewelry, you would be looking at thousands of dollars worth of jewelry, eh? Because ivory jewelry is worth a lot.
It's one of the only kind of ivories you can trade internationally, right?
That's right.
Absolutely.
It's totally legal.
Definitely want to make an offer on this, but I'd like to see what else you've got so that we can sort of formulate a plan in our head.
Got some jewelry here.
Oh, yeah. I bet you made those.
I did.
That's got to be an expensive piece of jewelry, that one.
Yes.
What would a nugget like that sell for in this state like this?
About 750.
They're selling their own gold that Marlene has taken and made into jewelry. You're not panning for gold. You must have a fairly good operation.
No,
Yeah, we
have a shaker. We get an ounce every 27 yards of material we put through.
Just goes to show the gold rush didn't end in 1910.
Now that sounds pretty rich to me.
It's not bad.
People are still coming up here trying to make it rich doing gold.
This is out of our claim.
Yeah.
Whoa, look at that. Shell, look. I'm not doing that.
Alf is pulling out little jars full of nuggets, and they're heavy. What do we got, a couple ounces of gold in there?
Yeah, 10, 12 maybe?
12 and a half.
Now we're starting to get close to pounds of gold.
So we're talking 500, 1,000,
Yeah.
1,500?
No, I don't think so.
15,000 maybe.
How long would it take you to mine that?
Up on our claim, probably 3 or 4 days.
Get out of here.
You're making good money on your claim.
Yeah.
That's why we're doing it.
It's time to get over to what we're here for, and we want to zoom in on that big mammoth tusk.
I like this, Sheldon. I've always loved this stuff, but I don't know how comfortable I feel at 3 grand on it. I'd be way happier at 2 than 3.
Well, you could still double your money on that for carving and jewelry.
We're going to Calgary. There's no carvers in Calgary.
First, he's got to learn how to carve, and then he can double his money. Oh, shoot.
I really want to buy that tusk because it's the biggest, most complete one I've had a chance to buy.
Got some flexibility in that?
Oh, you're right.
Usually I'm the tough guy. He's being the tough guy today.
25 is as low as we'll go.
She finally gets down to $2,500.
My instincts are just yelling at me, good deal.
Okay, let's shake on it.
Right on. When the bargaining got real hard there, she had to bite her tongue a couple times.
I tend to get carried away at times.
Thank you.
Hey, that was a lot of fun.
Congratulations.
So much.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Nice to meet you. Yeah. Keep on digging.
Adios, amigo.
Adios.
Hey, that was pretty interesting.
That was absolutely bizarre. 3 bison skulls.
You never know what's going to happen in the Yukon, especially.
I never figured that because when we pulled up to the driveway, I thought, what are we going to find here? We're going to head down to the hotel and we're going to have the sour toe cocktail.
Oh, no.
You got it. You can't come to Dawson City and not kiss the toe. I mean, what could be better? You get a little glass, you fill it up with bourbon, scotch, and then you put a miner's frostbitten toe in there that's been sitting in a jar of salt brine. You drop her in your drink, knock her back, and kiss the toe. And here it is, right here at the downtown hotel. Let's park right here. Let's go sour toe.
This is going to be disgusting.
Two sour toe cocktails,
Two
please.
cocktails coming right up. You guys joining the club tonight?
Sounds like a tough club to join.
I think you'll do just fine.
Sure hope so.
There you go.
Thank you kindly.
All right. Thank you.
Here to do the toe?
I guess I am.
Is that what we do? We do the toe?
That is the terminology, yes. So first one up, put their name, where you're from, and the date.
You best go first.
You better not jam on me.
You got any fresh toe?
No, unfortunately, only mummified.
Only mummified toe? Do I gotta put this on?
Yep, you do. It's part of the whole...
Can I put it on that way?
You can do whatever you want.
Whoa. Oh, jeez. So what are the rules about the toe?
You can't swallow it, and you can't steal it, and it's got to touch your lip.
Really?
You ready, Scott?
I guess.
In recognition that Scott, in the presence of witnesses, is about to drink an authentic sour toe cocktail, proving he's a person capable of almost anything. You can drink it fast, you can drink it slow. Either way, your lips must touch the toe.
For 20 bucks, I'll put it between my teeth.
You're on.
Napkin? Awesome.
It's not a bad toe. You serve good toe here.
Thank you. There you go. That's a certificate. You get to hang on your wall.
Hard act to follow. I think I want to go first.
All right, if you want to put your name and where you're from in the book.
Oh, yeah, you better do that. We were having such a good time until this came along.
You ready, Sheldon?
As ready as I'm ever going to be.
You can drink it fast, you can drink it slow. Either way, your lips must touch that toe.
I'm not traveling with you anymore. Now tell me I'm not the first to gag on some toe.
I think you bit off more than you can
Here you go, Sheldon. You're officially a member of the Sourdough.
That's all I get for doing that? That's it?
Yep.
Wow. I think I'll refill. Awesome. Thank you, I think.
No problem.
Yeah, I feel like I just thanked a cop after he gave me a ticket. Time to head her back to Alberta, I'd say. So what are you thinking for a gift for Keenan?
Something really cheap.
No. Let's get him something really good.
You get him what you want to get him, I'll get him what I want to get him.
Let's go our separate ways on the gift. You get him a gift, I'll get him a gift, and we'll see whose gift he likes better.
Oh, it's good to be back, isn't it? After you.
Hey, Keenan, we just rolled into town.
Right on.
And we brought you some stuff from our
No,
travels.
he brought you some stuff from our travels.
We know you've been working hard. We wanted to get you a good gift.
I think you'll like mine more. It's a little bit more manly there.
Oh. I love hygiene and all, but...
Yeah, now look at that. Is that not a quintessential Canadian souvenir?
That's a gift.
And after you win your next fight, you might want to pamper yourself.
With a loofah?
Yeah. Yeah, a little bit of body cream, some towels, slippers. Look at, got you some slippers.
The thought,
I'm so sorry.
Thought means a ton, but
I'm so sorry.
maybe I'll try it, I guess.
We knew you were working hard. We wanted you to know it.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Like,
yeah, we were thinking of you on the
I
road.
really
I'm sure your mother will like that stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Get back to work. See you later.
See you guys.
I think Keenan really appreciated the thought.
You gave him a frog loofah.
Everybody will know it's his in the showers.